Ooh, I see several people here. Hi, Kai. I see you first. I see Rich. Kai says favorite YouTuber. Thank you. Hi, Carly Douglas. Jesse, I'm doing well. How are you doing? I've had a pretty, I don't know, like a medium week. It's had its busy moments so far, but not anything too crazy. All right, I see Drone Plays. I see Brandon Preacher Green. Kaio is here. D. Gillespie, I'm going to subscribe to you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. No idea what to say. You don't need to say anything, Ernest, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Carly, I do remember you, yes. So I'm putting in the poll question for tonight, and the question is, guess my favorite childhood restaurant chain. And I'm currently trying to remember if Applebee's is one word or two. I think it's one. It shows you how long it's been since I've been to one. Applebee's. Okay, Applebee's is one. We have Red Lobster. And these are all such strong contenders. I freaking loved going to all of these places when I was little. Olive Garden and Panera Bread. It's so tough for me to even say what the right answer is with this, because they're all, like, I don't eat there anymore, but I love them all so much. Okay, poll is in. Let me put the phone on the stand and get cooking. I see Recarex is here. Who else do we have? Got some lovely decaf Starbucks. I'm not drinking coffee this late that's caffeinated. Sorry to hear that, Edwin Red Shadow. What's going on with you? One word, Hannah, says Ernest. I think it's one. Mickey D's, says Carly. Nice one, Ernest. It's one, Hannah. Oh, it's one word. Okay, yeah. One word. Got it. Yeah. I thought it might be two for a second, but I was like, wait, I think it's just one. I didn't remember a space between the two. I feel like this is still crooked. I always feel like it looks kind of crooked. Chick-fil-A. I have never, ever been to Chick-fil-A. I don't go there now because I'm vegan and I don't really know what they would offer me because it's chicken for the most part. But even as a kid, I don't think we had like any Chick-fil-A's in Minnesota back in the early 2000s and 2010s. Those were like my childhood, and I mean, I was born in 1993. So I was like a tiny kid in the 90s, and then I was like kid and then teenager in the early 2000s and the 2010s. Okay, so I know I'm missing comments. Sorry guys, one sec. Okay, I wanted to write a comment on Ernest's super chat. No comment necessary, but thank you is required from me. All right. One word. Hi, Neil. Tibu. Don't you feel like making yourself beautiful now? Applebee's. Hi, Amechi Francis Donzo. Favorite part of my kitchen? Ooh, good question. I'm gonna go with my stove, my oven/stove. All right. Blakely Slays is great. Hello. All right. Who's your inspiration? Oh my goodness, you guys, so many great comments here. I'm sorry, there's suddenly 40 people in here, so I'm gonna try and get to all these comments. FF Tech King I see is here. Dang, big channel for you. I just clicked on your channel. 165,000 subscribers. Congratulations. Amechi, I'm doing well. Thank you, Wilson Nascimento. Micah Horace is here. What am I fixing tonight? I am making tostadas, which are Mexican cooked tortillas, and then you top them off with veggies or whatever you want. Cinco de Mayo is coming up, so I'm making those. Michael sent a bouquet, I see, on my phone. I will get through these comments, I promise you. I was gonna respond to Piglet Chestnut 1. So many. I have so many inspirations. That's the comment I'm replying to. Who's your inspiration? Here's just a few for you. I have them as my members only emojis. I love Cristiano Ronaldo. I love Gordon Ramsay, and I love Martha Stewart. Other heroes of mine are Dave Ramsey, who's like a financial, he's like as boomer financial as it gets. Like no nonsense, tough love, Southern dude from rural Tennessee. I love David Goggins, who is an excellent human being. He's a former Navy SEAL. I look up to Taylor Swift, just the work ethic, the talent, the maturity to write some of the things she did when she was like 12 and 13. You're like, what? But I could go on and on about other people I really look up to. Okay, Maroni, Matthew, hello. Let's see, Rex, surely Panera Bread wasn't around when you were younger. I thought that was a new thing. No, I'm not American. Oh, no, it's been around, I don't even know how long it's been around. Let's quickly Google. When did Panera Bread open? It opened in 1987. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see here. Mohammed, hi Mohammed Arezki Hadush, I think. Gianna Forever is here. Hello, Gianna. Conventors, hello. Thank you, Annie. This is a handmade, hand-sewn apron that my uncle made for me and gave to me for Christmas a couple years ago. Drone plays, I'm making tostadas. Chicago is my inspiration, says Jeff Miller. Hi, Kai. Okay, Michael Drexler was the one who sent a flower gift for 30 jewels. Thank you. 90s was great. Yes, Gillespie. And also, hi, Gillespie. Hi, Truck Stop Sushi. What kind of coffee? This is a grande almond milk latte that is decaf from Starbucks, obviously. I'm drinking it now because it is not caffeinated. Also, sorry guys for the trolls. Just got to get through the troll comments, but so it goes. AD says it can't be Panera as bread isn't your favorite. I highly doubt it's Red Lobster. That leaves Olive Garden and Applebee's. It has to be Applebee's. Always remember, AD, I like your logic, but however, it's never the first item in the list of the poll question, ever. Hi, Mr. Tokyo Girl. We have, let's see, wow, lots of crazy comments today. Pixel Perfect, hello. Hi, Ashley. Tommy Glue is here. Did you get any storms on Monday? Yes, we had some terrific storms early this week, Jesse. It was a very busy day for me on Monday. It was literally from the second I woke up, like, get to work. I worked remotely on Monday, so it was literally wake up, quickly just get myself awake and washed and, ready to go to work. And then it was like go, all the way until like 5:30. But luckily it was a gloomy, dark, stormy day, so I didn't feel super guilty being inside all day on Monday. How about you, Jesse? Did you guys get tons of rain? It sounded like you guys got storms. Hey, what is your go-to holiday destination? Basleal, Tadala? It's gonna be anywhere in Western Europe. I would say anywhere in the British Isles, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Czech Republic. That's arguably not Western Europe, but yeah, any of those countries. France, Luxembourg, Netherlands. All right, Rich has the Cristiano, Gordon, and Martha emojis. I became vegan 13 years ago, Annie. Great question. Back in 2012. Is he related to Gordon? Dave Ramsey, as far as I know, is not related to Dave Ramsey and Gordon Ramsay are not related as far as I know, but who knows, they might be, because they both, like, Gordon is from Scotland originally, and Dave Ramsey has done like family ancestry trips back to Scotland, like where his original family came from. So who knows, it could be like the same clan Ramsey. That would be kind of funny if they were related. Hi Drex. Let's see. Hi Listen. Hi Brittany McCary. Hello. All right. Bye Tortilla, your secret celebrity. Thank you, Kai. Yabba Abdu says, do you have a Jollibee there yet? Don't even know what that is. Jollibee. I'll look that up super quick. Jollibee. I do not think we have one. Nothing has come up for Google Maps, so I'm gonna go with no. Yabba dabba do. Let's see, Mohita's here. Hi, Just a Dude. Sorry, I'm getting through a lot of spam, so bear with me here. Hi, Demon Prince. Thank you, Gwiffy Gardens 888. Hello, Liesel Willy Vlog. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you. Just a Dude says howdy. Jesse says, Hannah, if I was your mod, I could have gotten rid of him since I'm always here. I know, but I feel like it's still manageable. Like it doesn't feel overwhelming at this point. Roger Hess, hello. I remember you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Johnny Theva, I will be making tostadas tonight. First, I'm trying to get through these. I feel like it was like an initial wave of a ton of people and also trolls. Panera Bread is Just a Dude's guess. Hi, Persian Boy. Good to see you again. Jammer Beans. Hello. Waylon Pruitt. Let's see. Probably not, but that's what I'm going with. Why do you look like Beyonce? I've never seen that comparison, or I've never seen that resemblance, but oh well. You're new, Mr. Weister 28. Hello. Oh, you didn't get storms, Jesse. I'm surprised by that. Hi, Mohammed Reda. Hi, Abby Pearson. William O'Shaughnessy says, it's Red Lobster because it's your favorite restaurant as a child. You won't trick me. Recorrect says, Jesse, I was thinking the same. This lovely lady doesn't deserve any hate, so the trolls should be dealt with ASAP. It's like, it's less haters. I feel like it's more just like the repetitive comments. I mean, there's some hate, but it's just, yeah, some obnoxiousness. Okay, recalibrating. Olive Garden. Kids love noodles / pasta. All right, Lily is cool. I like storms as well. Long as I stay dry and comfy, that's how I roll as well. Fidel's Nature Adventures. Why did you become vegan? Number 1, health reasons, stick to plants for my life. And 2, don't want to put my own money toward animal products as a personal preference. Thank you, Rick Travis. Thank you very much. Hi, Al Gecko. Please don't spam people. Should go without saying, but still have to say it. Hi, Valerie Lads, I think. Ooh, we got 46 people in here now. Amazing. Hi, James. Eka Fergus. Hi, R++. We have Kiran Rai. Hi, Lee. Thank you. Hi, John. Okay, I'm getting caught up, guys. I knew I could get there. Valerie, I saw your roses. Thank you, Eka Fergus. Robbie Keen, hello. King, yes, I am. We've got Zavistlev again. Hello, you're saying Privyet Hanna. Hello, how are you? Thank you, KT. King Dizzle sent a thumbs up for 10 jewels. Thank you so much. Your favorite Mexican. Are you a Game of Thrones fan? I'm so glad you asked this. Your favorite Mexican. It's actually my favorite show of all time, and I love the book series as well. Neha, let's see what you're saying. I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for commenting. Thank you for joining. What are all the things you've made in your life? No possible way I could sum them all up. I am 31 years old, so that's a lot. Hi, Rem Snodgrass. Toby is here. Liam, hello. All right, not Russian Sniper Wolf. Goodness. Two Time. Hello, Two Time. Time to hit the sack says, what's up? I'm just chilling here, making some food soon, but it's been a busier night than I've been used to. It's been a bit slow these last few nights. Persian Boy says, Hannah, what kind of Iranian food do you know how to make? I know how to make rice pilaf. Is kofta kebab Persian? I get a lot of my Middle Eastern foods mixed up, but I know I can make some of them. I feel like there's some version of like a falafel. I could be wrong though. Real equals money, says King Dizzle. Rich says, is this your last live from the home base for a week or so? No. So I'm glad you asked this, Rich. You guys, for those of you who don't know, I am going on vacation in 2 days. I'm so psyched, you guys. So let me give you a little synopsis here before I get too behind on the comments. But my childhood best friend is getting married this weekend. She and her fiance live out in Washington, D.C. I am flying out east. The wedding is going to be in Annapolis, Maryland, which is just like a quick drive from D.C. So I'm spending the weekend in Annapolis, and then I'm actually going to be in Washington, D.C. for a couple more days to visit some friends of mine. They're college friends, and they live out in D.C. So I am flying out on Friday, but I'm flying out in the morning, and I am planning, I will still have time in the evening to go live. So I am going live this Friday from my hotel in Annapolis. So you won't see me in my kitchen, you will see me in my hotel. Hi, Niha. Let's see, please don't spam messages, guys. It's not courteous to other people who are commenting. Troll face, okay. James says, I love it when you call my name. You look so much like my sister. Forget haters, they are jealous. Yes. I say this, haters are haters because they hate their lives. And one of my icons, David Goggins, who is a former Navy SEAL, ultra marathon, just amazing person. He says, you'll never meet a hater doing better than you. Because like the people ahead of you, they're focused on their goals, they're focused on winning. Like they're not gonna have time to be like hating other people. So yeah, haters are just sad people. I honestly just see comments and I'm like, it's kind of sad that you're saying that. It's a me, Yahoo says, oh, I'm not gonna say your name. All right, hello, home gardening. I love that. Alwar, Tiran, even though hates me, I love this beauty a lot. Hi, Aaliyah, Valerie, Niha. Okay, Rick Travis, Chinese versus Mexican versus Indian cuisine. That is a very tough matchup. I love all those cuisines. I think between those three, I would go with Indian cuisine because I love the spices and the veggies that are used the most in Indian cuisine of those three. Age is just a number, 100% agree. Doing well, home gardening, Alwar. How are you doing? I'm not going to say the alphabet backwards, but I do respect people who can because that would take me a long time. Yabba dabba doo. Guys, although Hannah may not eat a lot of bread, now the question is as a child. Yeah, great point. Great point. My diet was not wholesome. It really was. I mean, I had like some good meals, but I ate plenty of processed stuff, plenty of junk food, tons of candy, tons of sugar, tons of dessert. So disregard the food that you know I eat now because I ate very differently from the ages of 0 to 18. Just saying. So don't base your poll question guess off of the food you see me eat and prepare now. All right. Fidel says, how have you ever made homemade horchata? No, Fidel, I love horchata, but I have yet to make it. I'm gonna write this down as something to feature on my channel. I was thinking about like refreshing summer beverages / recipes I could do, because summer is obviously coming up, and horchata is a great one. I want to make sure. So horchata is recommended by Fidel's Nature Adventures. Yeah, if you guys have any requests or suggestions for recipes I should make, definitely drop them in the chat. Would you rather, I think the question is, would you rather be a rich person or a super famous YouTuber? Well, I think you can hit both of those things in the second one, because if you're super famous on YouTube, you are likely to be making bank. So, and I already do YouTube, so it's just, it would be a more extreme version of my current YouTube situation. So I'm gonna go with super famous YouTuber. I don't know if you meant to say be or date, or, but I'm reading your question as would you rather be. Hi, Razzie TL, doing good. It's been a while since someone called me shoddy, but I'll go with it. How much is your Starbucks order? Also, what's in it? So Recorex, this is a grande decaf almond milk latte. Great question. I think this, unfortunately, these days coffee is like way too expensive. This would have been around like $6. I can't totally remember. Ruben Aguilar. I know I'm delayed. You guys know I've been dealing with more spammy comments this evening than I'm accustomed to. Couscous is Middle Eastern food. Yes. Yep. Let's see. We have, oh my gosh, CC James. CC James, I'm so happy to see you. How is life in Cambridge? How are you doing? I hope you're well. Also, it must be really late for you. I mean, early in the morning, because it's 8, almost 8:30 here, which means it's like 2:30 in the morning or 3:30 in the morning for you, one of those. AD says, today I made a gluten-free quesadilla with chopped mushrooms, lentils, and grilled onions inside, dipped into a vegan cheese dip. That sounds insanely delicious, AD. I'm writing down vegan quesadillas because I cannot believe that I have not made quesadillas yet on my channel, and I love that as a suggestion. I see your girl Grace saying hi. Hello, Grace. Jeremy Turpok says, I make a hash with leeks, parsnips, and sweet potato. You'd like it a lot. I love all those things, Jeremy, so I know I would like that. Annapolis has some great restaurants. I cannot wait to go to Annapolis. Cindy, I've never been to Annapolis in my life. Frog, hello, Frog with something. All right. Thank you, Surinder Singh. Do you need a company? I don't have any plans to have a company currently. Hi, Pradeep. Valerie, your favorite Mexican, says, I'm so much an outdoors man with my friends. Compare me to Tormund Giantsbane. Oh my god, you're gonna laugh at this, but I actually had a crush on Tormund Giantsbane. I love the actor who plays him. Just like, what's his name? It's like, I think it's Christopher Keeview. Christopher Keeview played Tormund. But yeah, I thought he was so funny. OMG, love him. Christopher slayed the role. It's about time Starbucks sponsored you. I know, right? I love Starbucks so much. I don't drink it all that often though, because paying for, like, buying your coffee out versus brewing it yourself, it's just like every coffee drink I make for myself at home is about 80 cents per little capsule that I, whatever, put through my machine. So it's like a 80-cent drink versus a $6 drink. Like I can't justify drinking this all the time. It's more of a treat. Hi, Snake. All right. I know we're already at 61 likes, you guys. We are flying up here. It's a busy night. I'm loving this. Hi, Lander. Martello Modifies. Hello. Dandy's World said hi. Gluten-free. All right. Getting there, guys. No shellfish. What type of food are you gonna make today? I'm making tostadas. I'm just gonna make one quickly in front of you here so you can get a sense of the rest that I'll be making. We have a chef from Cairo. I'm in the United States. Hi, Patrick Hagen. Himanshu is here. Hibiscus flower, fresh water. Okay, don't know what that means, but hello, Tater Tot. Hi, Asia Alexandria with 6 squirrels. Love to see it. $6 for a coffee. I know, it's inflation. I mean, say hello to the face of inflation. It's not them, but I'm just saying, like, inflation in a cup right here. It's crazy. Hi, Ray. How did the coconut cream whipped cream go the second time? It went well. I think I have a little bit of it left in my fridge. I might bring it out later in this live. All right. Why did you land to the earth? Oh no, I saw Grace, your girl Grace. I meant to be. Okay. Then yeah, for your question you asked earlier, I would definitely be a famous YouTuber, because you said rich person or famous YouTuber. Famous YouTuber is going to automatically be rich if you manage your finances well. So that was an easy one. Sounds delicious, Jeremy. Me too. I want to try that hash that Jeremy was talking about. Jeremy Turpak. Hey, Boo, how you doing? Hi, 40 Boom 3X. I'm doing well. It's a busier night in the chat, which is fun. I like a little challenge. CC James says, Cambridge is great and the UK is very hot right now. It's fantastic. Thank you, Hannah. I keep up with your videos. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate it, James. Really great seeing you here. Nicholas Gordon, hello. G Monstrino Games says Nestle. Rick Travis, do you ever actually reply to DMs on Instagram? No, I don't do the DM thing. I have Instagram as basically like a second platform for my YouTube channel where I can carry over my content. I try to like really draw a line, because I mean, as we all know, DMs can get a little ratchet. So no, I don't respond to my DMs. Okay. Where am I here? I will be caught up. Episode of However You Can Do It, says Nicholas Gordon. Serbia, hello. Jay Prophet, hello. Nobody is here. Hi, nobody. Dawson Vela or Vea, I'm doing well. Happy Wednesday. This week is, I can't decide if it's feeling long or short. This one feels kind of long. Billy says, boo, Starbucks. I know not everyone likes Starbucks, but I do. Okay, IDK IV. Chris Avelone, don't know what that is. AD. I had zero interest in cooking or even pretending to care about cuisines. I only started watching because you're ridiculously cute. Fair enough. I mean, I was having this conversation with my sister yesterday where it's like, I really want people to watch my content primarily because of what I'm doing. Like, I'm actually like cooking stuff and trying to present like informational content, but there will be people who watch not for the cooking, which is okay. Cassidy says, hi Hannah, happy Wednesday. So excited for your wedding trip. Me too. It's going to be a vlog. I cannot wait. I have decided that I am going to be visiting the Naval Academy, the US Naval Academy in Annapolis, because that is like one of the things to do. Cannot wait. So excited to see it. Yes, so Cassidy, I'm pumped. Also good to see you. And I think your badge is now aqua. And so is Kirby's. I see Kirby used the 2 months member comment. Bing, bop, boom. Oh my gosh, Kirby. I saw the funniest, I wish there was a way for me to share it with you. I'll leave it in the comments of one of your videos. But I saw the funniest, someone had their dog just like bopping their head to that song Bing Bop, where it's like, I will not hold your hand. And they basically had their dog, like the paw was like tapping on the screen, like boom, bop, boom, bop, boom. And I was like, this is the cutest thing. I love this. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the K-Dot reference. Also, Kirby, because I know you're a huge fan, are you going to the Grand National Tour with Kendrick and SZA, or no? I'm personally not. I'm not like that big of a fangirl, but I've seen some I think the opening night here in Minneapolis broke the record for like the best selling or the most profitable rap concert of all time. It was like 9 million or something in one night. Crazy stuff. So I know it's going to be a massive tour. Annie says, if you don't mind me asking, what made you decide to become vegan? There were two really, like, I will say the phrase kick-ass people at my high school who I really respected. They were really sharp, really outspoken, really just about their business. And I was really impressed by them, and I knew both of them were vegan. Like, from one way or another, I learned that they were vegan. I was like, okay, like, might as well pick their brains and see why they went vegan. And so I basically mined those two classmates of mine for information, and they pointed me to books, websites, magazines, documentary movies, and I just like consumed as much as I could. And so that really like was the catalyst for me being vegan. Okay, and do you ever actually reply to, okay, read that one. Yabba says, I'll go with the hibiscus tea like blackcurrant called Carcade in Egypt. Sounds delicious. Rich with the baby Hannah, or I should say like 10-year-old Hannah, Seth, Rollins, Martha, and Gordon emojis. Hi, Kylia Holy Cross, member, love to see it. I've been buying Starbucks whole beans and percolating them on a stovetop. Okay. Yes. Starbucks, I feel like, has always been pretty expensive. Nobody says hit the like, thank you. I've never tasted Starbucks, says Nenzen on his 7. Hi, Chaudhary Hassan from Pakistan, doing well. How about you? Where am I here? I missed a few comments. Reese Callahan says, I ride bulls. Love the cherry emoji. Kylia Holy Cross. Nobody with the Cheerios emojis. Mondoza Bates. I got Starbucks today. I love Starbucks. Yes, me too. English only in the chat. Female stays. Oh, no. Are you a big pack? All right. So. Mendoza Bates says, how are you? I'm doing well. William says, yes, but no, YouTuber is ever gonna be a billionaire or billionaire Hannah. I'm choosing to be rich Hannah, and I buy a YouTube and I be famous YouTuber. The thing is, I don't need like crazy amounts of money. It's like, I can already tell because I've been monetized for only 4 months now, and I'm not earning like crazy money, but I'm saying like, I'm a relatively small channel on YouTube. I've got 6,000 or so subscribers. If you are a famous YouTuber, like I'm thinking famous, you have like at least a few 100,000 subscribers. And at that level, if you're famous on any kind of social media platform, you are gonna be making well into the 6 figures. So that to me is like, I do not need a lot of money to live. So rich in my perspective is very different from like Elon rich or Warren Buffett rich or Taylor Swift, Rihanna rich. Yeah, so you can still be rich as a famous YouTuber. Retro Geist, that's a cool username. Hello, hello. The Oreo Ritz is here. Week in time, going fast, already Wednesday. It's very weird. This week has felt busy, but not busy at times, but it has felt like a long week for me, I would say. Hi, Blitzy. I don't make fish, Persian boy, because I'm vegan. John likes Starbucks. I'll be honest, I had zero interest in cooking. Okay, I saw that one. You can be rich easily with YouTube. Yes, I would agree with that. Nenzin on his 7. Let's see how much Nenzin has, because you are verified, Nenzin. You have, whew, oh my gosh, you guys, Nenzin, I don't know if you're still here in this chat, but Nenzin, verified Nenzin, has almost 1 million subscribers, 946,000, and I love this, Nenzin. I have to comment this at you. I really hope you're still here. Nenzin, OMG, love the channel. Love that your channel is dedicated to the one and only CR7, baby. Let's see. Kylie is back. Isaac, I see you here. How are you? Hi, Natalie Hopkins. Kirby, I'm finally getting to your comments. Hannah is singing Kendrick, I'm about to faint. It's like, I don't hate Kendrick. I think his stuff is like really catchy, really good. I personally did not like his halftime show. I was like, this is kind of boring. But no, I'm not a hater. I like Kendrick a lot. Let's see. Always believe on your dreams, Hannah. I didn't know you, but you seem to make a great content with my experience. I want to congratulate you. Thank you, Nenzin. Hey, I'm looking at your channel, and I mean, you're crushing it. I'm so impressed. Oh, you're from France. Nice. Okay. I don't speak very good French, but congratulations on almost 1 million subs, Nenzin. You're crushing it. Jason Veli Hernandez, sorry, I think I butchered your name. Kirby says Richie Rich. Dylan Ponce is here. I don't like Starbucks, it's trash. It has nothing, just price is high. I would say that's pretty fair. I've noticed that when I go to Starbucks, not this time, but I usually will want like an extra shot of espresso because I love my espresso drinks to be super strong and super bitter, and it's just not, you can't really taste the strong flavor when there's like milk foam or just steamed milk in the drink, and it is expensive, yes. I'm from the UK, I've never been to any of them, says John Luke Isart. You're my favorite YouTuber, thank you, L. Jones. Hannah, any thoughts on having the subscribe button at the top of this stream, like other lives, to make subbing easy? Oh man, see, I don't even know how to do that. But now I know. Thank you for letting me know. Subscribe button at the top of the stream. Okay. I do not know how to do that. Subscribe button at top of screen or top of the stream. At top of stream, yeah. I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out at some point. All right, Isaac is here. Just hit 35 subscribers. Congratulations, John. Keep going. Hi, Elio. Thank you. I believe Beyonce's new tour tickets not selling well, probably the price. I didn't even know she was on tour, to be honest. Hi, Shannon. McCormick. Never Say Never 007, says Kevin. Mofitz. Kylia with the zombie emoji. All right, L. Jones, I make lots of cookies. Hi, Frankie Felix, Christine Stefan. Hi, Angie Mack. I'm still talking. Yes, the girl or girls. You're great, says Cece James. Thank you so much. Besides Ethiopian food, what's your second favorite food? It is Thai food. I love spicy Thai curries, specifically green and red curries. Hi, Boo. Jordy LaBouche, I am making tostadas. I just wanted to get a little bit more caught up on this chat before it completely got away from me. Yes, Andy, I did get the coconut cream to whip. I put it in my freezer, so that helped. I only have like a little bit of it here. Let me see if I can Just grab it. Oh, this lid is cracking. So sad. I mean, barely any of it left, but yeah. I was putting it in my coffee over the last few days. Woo. Yes, almost every live stream has the white subscribe button on the top. Like, is it, okay, you're gonna need to help me out here because I don't scroll on YouTube Live, maybe I should. But is the white subscribe button like at the top of the chat, or is it at the top of like your video feed on your phone or desktop? I don't know how to add this. I wish I had added it earlier, but let me click around here. Top chat, goal, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with it now because I feel like I've killed live streams by doing that. Thank you, Eric Lee. I'm making tacos right now. Love to hear it. Sept is from Algeria. Shout out to North Africa. Love it. I haven't seen a CR7 based channel with a low subscriber count. Very true, Kirby. Yes. NY native. Hello, Kylan. Your fans would love it, says Jordy LaBouche. Yes, okay, saw that one. Asia Alexandria with more squirrel emojis. Bake a cake and eat the whole thing. Ew, no way. Gabrielle Larson, hello Gabrielle. I'm not a chef, I just cook on YouTube. LaBouche says Judgmental 84. Derek Jones, what is a curry? It's like a veggie dish with like coconut milk and some chili spices and tofu. Rich, I just noticed that. I thought it was because we already subscribed. Yeah. Clearly I'm missing out on this feature, but I just don't know how to do it. I could Google it while I'm on here, but I don't want to get too far behind on the comments. Thank you, Eric Lee. Favorite dish is Bammy. Don't know what that is. John. On phone, it's by the time and battery percentage. Oh, wow. Okay. Boy, tragedy. Well, I'll add it at some point. Splendid Engine, hello. Who said Lisa? Lisa Leronimo says, like your earrings. Thank you so much, Lisa. Right beside your name. Yeah, I'll troubleshoot this. Eric Lee, what's your ethnicity? I'm half white, half black. White half is English, Irish, German, Dutch. Black half is Ethiopian. Your subs will jump big time. Yes. I mean, that's always nice, but there have still been subscriber jumps, even though apparently I don't have this turned on. By Judgmental 84, I guess Hannah doesn't use her phone. Wow, I never used my computer to YouTube. No, I am using my phone. So you're seeing my feed from my phone camera, but I use my laptop as a reference to see if, basically to see how I'm, like if it's crooked or the display is messed up in some way. Whip right can catch up. Okay, Indian tea coffees, enjoy the richness, yes. I'm not a big tea drinker though. All right, can you make flatbread? I've never done it, Splendid Engine, but I think I could pretty easily do it. I'm excited to move into my new house tomorrow. Ooh, Kylia, Holy Cross, congratulations. Very exciting milestone, or maybe it's not, like, you said new house though, right? New house, yeah. Buying a new house is a big milestone. Pleelad, hello. Bo loves bows. Christina Cahill. Jason Norwood. It's already added. Is it though? I don't know. I never shop at Aldi. Robert Gonzalez. If we lived in the same town, would have definitely asked you out. Lol, Sarah Lee. Hi, Marcel Powell. I have never tried making marshmallow before. Vegan marshmallow, because I don't eat gelatin. Any plans on being near the White House this weekend? Honestly, like, it'd be cool to see, but I lived in Washington, D.C. for a year, and the firm where I worked in DC was like 2 blocks away from the White House. So I would just take my lunch breaks in, I forget which park it is, that's right there by the White House. So I would just like sit outside, eat some food, and it was like right there. So I'm thinking it would be fun to just walk around DC and be like in the downtown area. So yeah, probably. I'll probably just happen to see the White House, if not intentionally. Wow, look at those votes go up, says Kevin. What's your favorite store? Probably Target. I shop a lot at Target, and it's headquartered right here in Minneapolis. I don't watch anime anymore, but I watched Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon, and I guess Pokemon kind of counts, right? That's anime. As a kid, those are my 3 shows. Favorite menu at Starbucks? Any of the like latte, cappuccino, espresso drinks. New house is gonna be fancy, says Kylia. How was your day? Were you able to make coconut whip? Yes, Bishop Bullwinkle. I was just showing people the remains. Like this is all that's left of my coconut whipped cream. I guess I could do some more tonight, but I need to get going. I'm actually hungry. So I have 1 tostada left from, I was filming a video actually yesterday. So this is basically just a corn tortilla that I put in my oven. So what I'm gonna do is put this on a plate. It looks kind of silly just by itself, but so I'm just gonna pile this up with some nice veggies. I made some black bean, basically just like black bean spread yesterday for the video. Your Ethiopian cookie video popped up on my feed earlier when I was hungry, the one and only. I'm glad to hear that it popped up for you. NIKL says I'm the worst cook. Hi Dawson Vea, Maria is here. I occasionally will go to the Mall of America, Robert Gonzalez. It's one of those things where if you're from the Minneapolis like metro area, which is, it's pretty much here, it's technically out in a city called Bloomington, Minnesota, but it's like, I don't go all the time because I've been enough times. Ethiopian sponge bread and beans. Hi JP. Thank you Kylia for watching my videos every day. Leave the subscribe button where it is, could block the view if moved to the top of the comments. Yeah, I need to like see how this looks on other people's channels because I don't know how to add it. Frankie Felix, thank you. Ethiopian food, it's a mix. There's like some very mild Ethiopian dishes, both meat dishes and vegetarian dishes, and then there's very spicy meat dishes and very spicy veggie dishes. So it's balanced, I would say. It's not just all spicy. So what I'm gonna do is take this black bean spread and put it on my crunchy tostada and try not to break it. I just love black beans so much. They're a really great protein source if you find yourself at a Mexican restaurant and you want to eat something that's vegetarian or vegan, doesn't have meat. You can still get lots of wonderful protein from black beans. I will order black bean tacos whenever I'm at Taco Bell, because believe it or not, you can eat vegan at Taco Bell and it's very tasty. So that looks like plenty for now. So I'm gonna heat this up in my microwave for maybe like 30 seconds just to heat up the black beans. Someone wants me to make pancakes. Is it GIM or GIM? I made tres leches cake today. Have you ever made a vegan version of tres leches? No, but I would like to attempt it. I don't know how it will go, but I do like a challenge. Tres leches cake, vegan. It doesn't go to top of comments, yabba dabba do. All right. Hi, ED or Ed. Jalen, how are you? Good evening. How's life for you in Detroit? Regular knife. Oh no, this is like a butter knife. This is a knife used for spreading like hummus, butter, anything that's like a soft spread. The house is $500. Do you mean 500,000? Chekhaz. Okay, you were the one commenting about the knife. Would you prefer to go on a trip to Mexico or Washington, D.C.? Probably Washington, D.C. Him, hello. Let's see. Tanya Maldonado, I do remember you. Hi, Kaylin Crew. Hi, Skull Killa Clan. Good to see you. May I have your tres leches recipe? I don't have one actually, Fernando Diaz. You'll have to stay tuned for whenever I do a recipe video on my channel. All right, so I've heated up the black beans on my crunchy tostada. Now I'm just gonna put on some toppings. Hooray. I've got some guacamole and some diced tomatoes in here. And let me grab a spoon. Okay, do you remember me? Yes. Adao Carlos Maria, looks like Portuguese. Hello, hello. Hi, Kai again. Looks like the poll is jumping between Applebee's and Olive Garden. Nice. Is it Iosis or Losis channel? I'm a new subscriber. Thank you so much. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Lettuce first, I think. Yeah, lettuce first. And then tomatoes and then guac. So just a few handfuls of shredded lettuce. What I love about this recipe and other taco-ish recipes is so much of the work is just assembling ingredients. It's not complicated. You can just find them at your grocery store or most grocery stores. All right, next up, some tomatoes. Yabba Dabba Doo says, are you wearing anything special for the wedding? I always wear my tartan kilt. Boy, I mean, I have some nice dresses that I'm wearing. I'm wearing heels. Just nothing super fancy, but just, you know, like jewelry. You know, you want to like show up and look amazing to the wedding events. So those are definitely special outfits in like, as far as I'm concerned. Kaylin says, I love your apron. This is a handmade apron that my uncle sewed for me. Actually, I am teaching myself how to sew right now, and it is my goal to be able to make aprons like this that I can sell on Shopify or Etsy and also post on here for you guys, for anyone who visits my channel to purchase if you would want one. I'd love to get to the point where I can like customize, maybe even stitch like my initials on here, but it's a journey. Sewing takes practice. The girl or girls is still here. Govind Raj, I am making tostadas, which are Mexican. Getting the lovely spicy guac out of here. Oops. I'm meaning to ask, did you ever imagine yourself doing YouTube, and what made you decide to start in the first place? Maria, I never, ever, ever would have guessed that I'd be a YouTuber. No way. I decided to start doing YouTube because I was starting my Master of Public Health degree during the COVID pandemic. Fall of 2020 was my first semester. And I decided to start this channel as something new. I feel like during the pandemic, everything was up in the air, and I was like, why not just start a YouTube channel? Like, the world is already upside down, things are crazy, and starting a YouTube channel does not seem that stressful by comparison to everything else that's happening right now. And I thought it would be a good way to capture, like to document what I was doing in my Master of Public Health program. And that is why my channel is called Hannah in Health, because I was in a Master of Public Health program. And then it eventually turned into like, oh, I want to do recipe stuff. I want to do running content. I want to feature skincare. So it like branched out to more than just, oh, this is what I'm doing for my master's program. But I sometimes just stop and look back and think, wow, I never would have predicted even like in my early to mid 20s, I never ever would have thought like, yep, you're gonna be a YouTuber in your late 20s and early 30s. I love it though. YouTube is so fun. All right, before I bite into it, here is my lovely tostada. So toasted corn tortilla on the bottom, black bean spread next, and then some tomatoes, shredded lettuce, and guacamole on top. This is kind of hard to eat because it's really crispy and it kind of can fall apart. So I'm gonna do my best here. Matthew, are you a teacher? Have you been a teacher? I'm not currently a teacher, but I did work as an English teacher for 1 year in Munich, Germany, back in 2016. Have you ever been able to visit Ethiopia? No, I've never been to Ethiopia, not for any reason other than logistically, my parents were super busy for forever when I was growing up, and then now they're retired. However, there's like political unrest. It can be kind of unsafe, both in terms of like theft or just, you know, violence here and there, or even like the endemic diseases, like yellow fever and malaria, and there's some other stuff. It's just like not the easiest trip to make. So I do want to go to Ethiopia, but I'm not wanting to go there currently because I don't want to go anywhere where there's any slight political unrest. I don't even want to be thinking about that when I'm on vacation. Who did I miss? I don't think many. Caleb is here. Hello, Caleb. I'm going to make cakes in my new house and brownies. Sounds nice, Kylia. Will you show us your dress that you'll be wearing at the wedding? By the way, so excited for you. How about this, Maria? I'm going live 2 nights from now on Friday. I will be at my hotel in Annapolis, Maryland, which is where the wedding is. I will show you, oh, you know what? I wanted to do this outside. I wanted to maybe go live outside, but I could also go live from my hotel room. I bet hotel room would be better because of lighting. So I will show you my dresses on my live stream on Friday night when I'm in Annapolis, about ready to head to the wedding. Rich with all the members emojis, love it. Kylia is back, didn't even know you left. Bazoo or Bajou, I never know if it's Bajou or Bazoo. Just signed on, hope everyone's doing well. You too, Scott, always great to see you here. Hi, Spencer Montgomery. How can we save the kid on that? I don't know what that means, King Dizzle. 760 Angela. Let's see. I would not start another channel, Imran. No way. Dark Bloom, hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. Persian Boy Hannah, did you know you were the most beautiful girl in Minnesota? It's all subjective. Yes, I love that idea. OMG, yes. I will show you my wedding outfits when I go live on Friday. And I'm in Annapolis, guys. So tasty. Ducky says, hi, pretty girl. Hi, Ducky. Hi, James Brace. How are you? I'm just eating a vegan and gluten-free tostada in honor of Cinco de Mayo, which is next Monday. It is very yummy. And you should definitely eat it with a big plate. Hannah on the catwalk. I could not. I just could not do like a serious catwalk. You in Minnesota? Yes, I am in Minnesota. King J Dizzle. Born and raised here in Minneapolis, and spent time away. I lived out east for 5 years, and I lived abroad in Germany, but there's no place like home, as Dorothy said, and I love it here. My family is pretty much all here. There's a few in South Dakota, one uncle in Iowa, and then an aunt and an uncle in Arizona. But for the most part, all my family is here. My closest family is here. And I love the 4 seasons. I'm a huge fan of winter. I love the snow. I love the cold. I love the cozy vibes. I love all the, winter apparel. So winters I love, and I think that's a big thing to ask yourself if you're considering living in Minnesota or anywhere that's cold. But it's a great place to live. It really is I feel like it's so underrated. People are scared about the winter, and it's like the two biggest disses that I hear regarding Minnesota are, oh my God, it's so cold, and what's there to do other than like the Mall of America? People think, I remember making friends out east, and they're all from like New York, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New Jersey, Los Angeles, like the coasts or big cities in the South. And they're basically like, so isn't Minnesota like flyover country? Like basically to them, the Midwestern part of the United States is basically just Chicago, maybe Kansas City as an afterthought, and then that's about it. Like nothing else worth visiting. And I'm like, you guys, you don't understand. I get it. It's hard to compete with cities like that, like New York and whatever else, but it's such a gem up here. It's so underrated. I'm like, hey, it's more for us, because Minnesotans are obsessed with being here. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. Nicole says it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. OMG, that's my favorite food from Mexico. That is Mexican food. Yes, I did 2 flour, because on Monday next week it's Cinco de Mayo, which is a Mexican holiday, and I wanted to make a Mexican food. Persian Boy says, Hannah, every time I see the channel, I get hungry. I was eating pasta today. I'm going to eat some pasta. I love pasta. Oh, I just got a notification that Rich gave a super thanks under, I believe it's the Tef cookie short that I posted today. Thank you very much, Rich, for doing that. King J Dizzle says, here we go, another diss to my beloved state. Murderapolis, dang, I'm still here. We gotta change. Too many people dying for no reason. I mean, okay, you can say that about our city, but like go to any other major city and you're gonna have similar crime rates. Like it is not as bad as it. I'm saying this, I walk around alone, oftentimes at night, in the middle of Minneapolis, and nothing happens to me. Yes, there's some creepers and some crazy people, but it's like, let's just dispel the myth that it's like, oh my goodness, you are not even gonna make it to the next block because it's Murderapolis. Not true. Not true. Take it from me. No place like home, I feel that, says Scott. What about your family in Ethiopia? There's some in Ethiopia, but most of them have left to other countries, Kevin. Close-minded people, says Pat Jagger. Eric Markison, hello. More for us. I know, Scott, I feel like they almost feel like, conspiring, like plotting, but we're not doing anything wrong. It's me and other people who are absolutely obsessed with being here in Minnesota. And we're like, yeah, I mean, it's great. The cost of living is great. We have all these natural resources, public parks, we have a Mayo Clinic, great public schools, like the list goes on and on and on. All 4 seasons, we have the Mall of America, we have an incredible music scene, we have incredible arts here, we have Lake Superior, like just, oh my goodness, Boundary Waters Canoe Area, International Falls, the wildlife. We have bison here. Fun fact, we have bison in Minnesota, down in the southern part of the state, which is more prairie land. And then we have like moose, elk, bobcats, wolves up north. Just incredible state, really great metro area. And so like, I feel like it's like the cult of Minnesota. That's kind of how I joke about it, because we're all like obsessed. And then whenever we like, you know, people who are obsessed with Minnesota and we're from Minnesota, people from out of state, they're like, wow, you guys are really obsessed with your state. And it's like, yeah, because it's amazing. Like the state pride is so strong. Because it really is great here. Another really funny thing that you'll notice, if you, like it was the YouTuber meetup event that I went to a couple or maybe 3 weeks ago, and just talking to people there, like the other creators, they were like, the people, a lot of times when you talk to people who are in Minnesota, but they are not from Minnesota, they're from wherever, some other part of the US, and you ask them like, oh, what brought you to Minnesota? If it's not work, it's usually, oh, my partner is from, or my spouse is from Minnesota and they refuse to leave. So basically they brought me here, which I think is so funny. So oftentimes I think the Minnesotan person of the two in a relationship is the one that anchors them here because they love it so much. And also a lot of times like the family is here. That is my soapbox moment about how great Minnesota is. Let's see. King J Dizzle says, nah, Bismarck, Detroit, Sioux Falls, and Chicago, all relevant, right? So rude. Gabrielle wants me to hurry up and eat this. You guys, plenty of you know by now, I am not quick about eating my food on here. And I'm very temperature neutral when it comes to food. Thank you, King Dizzle. Send 100 for 2 jewels. I appreciate it. Sept says bon appetit. Thank you very much. D Mena is here. Do you think the Timberwolves will sweep the Lakers today? I have no clue. I did not even know they were playing today. I don't like basketball. Personal thing, just personal preference. Don't like the sport itself. So I have no clue. I have no way to like give an informed answer because I never watch basketball. Also, I need to close the poll, you guys. I love this poll question and I cannot remember who suggested that I ask it. Did we make it to 100 likes? I think we're almost there, Rich. Can you roast a guy named Ray? Our summer's brutal in Minnesota. They're mostly beautiful, but the most uncomfortable part of summer, I would say, is mid to late July. We get up over 100 degrees, and what makes it even worse, like the heat index is higher than 100 degrees on those days because we have so much lake water that the humidity makes it feel like you're walking around in a sauna, like getting cooked. So I think people don't realize we actually have very hot summers up here. It's not just like cold and mild temperatures. Thank you, Stephen Mitchell. I appreciate it and good to see you. Kaylin says, I'm a slow eater too. All right, drum roll, please. We have the poll. I can only do a drum roll with one hand because I'm eating. The poll results are in, the poll results are in. Guess my favorite childhood restaurant chain. This one actually, I had to really, really think about this. Applebee's got the most votes, but I suspect that's because it was first in the poll. It is not Applebee's. I do like Applebee's, but definitely not my favorite. Olive Garden was a close second with 32%. It is not Olive Garden, even though I loved Olive Garden so much. 20% said Red Lobster, and it is Red Lobster. I would say the main reason why it is Red Lobster is because my family, we would go out to Red Lobster up north in Duluth with my favorite uncle, so amazing, the same uncle who hand-stitched this apron. And he's a big seafood lover, and I grew up eating tons of seafood as a kid. So Red Lobster was the ultimate experience because I would get, I don't know if it's still on the menu, but it's called the Seaside Shrimp Trio. And in my kid brain, I was like, oh my gosh, they let you pick it's like a 3 combo meal, like a pick 3 combo meal. So I would pick the very buttery garlic shrimp scampi. I would get the butterfly shrimp, and then, it was like a pasta dish. Let me pull up what shrimp scampi looks like. Because I can't remember if that is the pasta dish. Shrimp scampi, I think shrimp scampi is just the one that comes in the little like ramekin dish that's like covered in, no, I'm wrong. Okay, shrimp scampi is a classic Italian dish made from plump shrimp cooked in a buttery, garlicky white sauce. So the Seaside Shrimp Trio I would get would be the shrimp scampi, which is like a buttery white sauce pasta dish with the shrimp. Butterfly, like battered butterfly shrimp, I think. It's been years, guys, like 20 years. And the third one, I think it's just like garlicky butter shrimp. It just was like, it literally was cooked shrimp in a dish of butter. So unhealthy, but it tasted incredible. I can still taste it to this day. So congratulations everyone who said Red Lobster, because that was the right answer. I did love Panera Bread too, but that was not the top fave. King J Dizzle says, let's go Wolves. Boom 100, humidity kills us. Yep. Maybe Izzy. Hi, Alak Uprete, I think. The one is here. Hi, Kenda B. You're not eating yet. I have eaten a few bites. So I have had some of this. I give you mad props for holding that long and not eating it at all. Thanks. I'm just trying to be not totally behind on the chat. Cheddar biscuits, yes, I loved the cheddar biscuits too, NC. Thank you, Tony. This is a black bean tostada. I'll give you guys a close-up if you're just joining. So it's a crispy corn tortilla. I baked it in the oven. And then there's a black bean spread on the bottom, shredded lettuce, diced tomato, and some guacamole. So it's got a little bit of everything. I haven't had Red Lobster in a while. That's Kaylin Crew. Also, hi, Tony. Hello, hello. Kaylin, I remember seeing a headline that Red Lobster filed for bankruptcy. But, oh, excuse me, this is why it's hard to talk and eat. So what I saw though was that I think Red Lobster closed some locations, but they figured their stuff out and, you know, kind of figured out their finances. I think they went wrong with some kind of promo. I don't know, I'd have to read into it. I haven't had Red Lobster in a while, eating all this damn food, still looking slim, maybe? Skinny, I think is what you meant to say, Gabrielle. Rich with the squirrel and the Minnesota emojis. Yes, I can't believe this game still hasn't started. And see you saying hi to Tony. I was wondering, will the wedding be like a reunion too, assuming you're best friend and you go way back? We go way back, and there's gonna be a ton of people from our K through 12 years, like the schools that we went to growing up. So that's gonna be really fun too. Tony says, enjoy, it looks delicious. Thank you, Tony. I'm really happy with how it tastes. Kevin says, Hannah Red Lobster on YouTube. Hannah at Red Lobster on YouTube. Vancouver just beat Messi and his Miami soccer team. Wow, congratulations to Vancouver. I'll make you an Indian taco bomb as hell. Okay, yes. I've never had an Indian taco before, but it sounds, I can only imagine it being delicious. 4-0, let's go Wolves. Ooh. I really wonder, I haven't heard people talk about Red Lobster in a while. I had the same thought. I was like, oh, I hope they're still alive, because even though I don't go there, it's just such a nostalgic place from my childhood. I'd really hate to see them go out of business. Oh my God. Micah is back. Hello, Micah. Sit fat down south. Great content. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching. 6-0. Man, F Luka Modric, maybe? Let's see. Asia with Cristiano. Fidel's Nature Adventure says fresh arugula would be nice on a tostada. Agreed, although I don't think arugula is very Mexican. I wanted to keep this pretty Mexican. I'm eating an ice cream sandwich right now. Sounds great, Micah. Come to the SMSC powwow. We got tacos. I've never been to a powwow in my life. What's your comfort TV show? It's like any of the old period pieces. Like Downton Abbey is a comfort show. I've just almost finished watching The White Queen, which takes place in England in like the 1400s. Reign, which is about Mary Queen of Scots. I'm forgetting some, but like those like royalty, like drama, scheming, plotting types of shows, those are definitely my comfort TV. And The Great British Baking Show, of course. It's the end of August. Oh, okay, so it's still a ways off. King J Dizzle. Do you watch The White Lotus? No, I've seen like little like scenes here and there, or clips on YouTube. I think my mom watches it, so whenever I've been over at my parents' house, I've seen that on the TV. Ooh. Let's see. Twilight Zone says sit fat down south. Have you watched Outlander? Yes, I kind of fell off a few years ago. I watched maybe the first 3 seasons, but I would like to get back into it. Thanks, Hannah, because today was 75 degrees out. Oof, Micah. I mean, 75 is nice, but that's starting to get hot, in my opinion. Yabba Dabba Doo says, in the UK, Starbucks have closed a few sites because of the COVID effect. That happened here in Minneapolis. It was kind of sad, actually, because I spent years working in downtown Minneapolis. And I can think, like, on my lunch breaks or just quick coffee breaks, I would run out and go to different Starbucks locations, or, like, depending on where I parked, I would, you know, hop into one that was closer to me or closer to the parking lot versus other ones. But it's sad because like there were so many, I can think of like 4 or even 5 locations, Starbucks locations, where I would, you know, have coffee breaks with coworkers or meet up with my sister, and they're just totally gone now. Like they're either vacant and nothing has replaced the vacant space where it used to be, or something else is in there. So it was kind of crazy to see how many Starbucks coffee shops closed after COVID. You might set the record for holding a taco, perhaps. It is starting to get a little soft on the bottom. Where am I here? Stone Papa Smurf, hello. You ever watch the show Friday Night Lights? Not really my kind of show. I know of it, and I've seen like ads for it. But yeah, I can just kind of tell from shows like the premise. It's like, I'm not gonna watch a show about a sports team. I'm not gonna watch a show about athletes. I'm not gonna watch a show about drug crime underworld cartels. No thanks. My TV is very much like gritty horror type of shows, like zombie shows, or like post-apocalyptic, The Last of Us. I'm currently watching The Last of Us. Or very drama, like historical drama, period piece type of shows. It's like, those are my two go-tos. And then I also like some reality TV, like cooking competitions, Top Chef, Hell's Kitchen, Great British Baking Show, Nailed It. I was watching Next Level Chef with Gordon, of course, the other night. So those are like the three. Oh, Selling Sunset, that's one of my favorite reality TV shows. It's real estate. It follows a bunch of real estate agents based in the Hollywood Hills selling luxury real estate. So you see some truly insane homes, like $40-50 million homes in Los Angeles. So that one is just eye candy to the max, because everyone in LA is dressed incredibly well, and these properties are absolutely, you're just like, oh my goodness. The property taxes alone on these massive mega mansions is like enough to make your eyes water. You're like, so you're paying how much in property taxes? In some cases, the property taxes are more than most people's entire mortgages. Like, these people are paying $300, $400, some crazy amount in property taxes and upkeep, and you're just like, I can't even imagine that spending that much money just on property taxes. Crazy stuff, but it makes for really good TV. AD said hi. Kenda B says, catch your breath, eat your dinner. Which is better, chicken strips or dinosaur nuggets? I mean, I've had vegan chicken nuggets. I don't think I've ever had dinosaur nuggets, maybe once or twice, but I'm gonna go with chicken strips or chicken nuggets. Have you watched Wednesday? Not my show. I don't like the Addams Family. I don't like the aesthetic. I don't go, like, for me, my TV has to be highly dramatic, highly action-packed. Characters are getting killed off left and right, just gripping edge of you're just like, oh my God, this is insane. So think like Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, all these old timey England shows where it's literally this show, The White Queen. Every other episode, someone is getting sent to either the hangman or the executioner block with like an axe, just like, oh, that character's done. So I don't do like middle of the road shows. I don't do like Virgin River. I don't do When Calls the Heart. I don't do these like very kind of just situational, like when it's just kind of a tame plot, I'm like, what is this? Like, I started watching Suits LA. I never watched the original Suits. I just couldn't really get into it, but I was watching Suits LA and I was like, okay, this is dramatic, but like nothing is actually happening here. They're just in these office rooms discussing legal case stuff. It was just like, I can't do this. So yeah, AD, I saw an ad for Wednesday, but not my type of show. Nope. Oh shoot. No, I wanted to reply to you before it runs out. Maybe it already ran out, shoot. Nope, not my type of show, but absolutely love Jenna Ortega. She is so wonderful. Oh no, I deleted my comment. Not my type of show, but I absolutely love Jenna Ortega. All right. Didn't even let me comment back at you, AD. So frustrating. I do real estate in South Boston. Sounds expensive. Stone Papa Smurf. Have you ever watched Resident Evil? No, that is one of the few franchises I still need to watch, Kevin. Like horror franchises. Antonio, hello. AD said hi. Guarantee you'll like Friday Night Lights. I'm positive I won't. I just know I know from the get-go. I'm such a, immediately I know what I like and what I don't like. I used to binge Gordon Ramsay Kitchen Nightmares. It's hilarious. Chekhov's, I almost said Chekhov. Cake Booze or Cake Boss? Have you ever seen Cake Boss? How are you so thin, but you're always eating? I would say the quality of the food that I eat is really good. I can eat a large volume, but a lot of it is just low-calorie veggies, so that helps. And I exercise a lot, and I just, you know, stop eating when I'm full. I was gonna reply to AD because I didn't get my reply. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not a fan of the Wednesday show, but I absolutely adore Miss Jenna Ortega. She is so talented. I first saw her in this TV series called You. It's a Netflix series actually, and I was like, this child has insane acting chops. Like, what? Like, it really astounds me when such young actors are so emotionally mature and talented, like in their roles, where you're like, wow, it's really impressive to see in really young actors. Hi, Sam Gaming. Daryl Johnson, hello. Sam says it's dope. Daryl said, I had to like end this comment. Thank you, Daryl. Reacher. I don't think I've seen any of the Jack Reacher movies. This is a tostada, Mr. Save, but I made it with black beans because I am vegan, so I don't eat carne asada. But it's nostalgic, LOL. I have not yet watched Succession, but I've heard incredible things about Succession. I think I've seen like little clips of it here and there. Oh, we all thought you were a shy soap opera lover, but we were wrong. You're a hardcore Resident Evil movie lover in the zombie apocalypse. I've seen them all on my phone. Yeah, I need to like actually watch Resident Evil, because for as much as I love zombie stuff, I never got around to watching those movies. But yeah, I love anything zombie. I love horror movies, love the horror genre. I'll watch pretty much anything. I have a few rules. You guys have heard me say them before. It's just like gratuitous violence and carnage. It's just like, no, I don't want to see any of that. But yeah, love action-packed and like compelling, gripping shows and movies. Did you watch The Sopranos? I'm not a mafia person. I watched, I remember watching The Godfather, and I was like, okay, I get that this is like steeped in lore and classic, but mafia stuff has never been my jam, ever. So no. Any of that, like, there's like a mob boss, crime boss, like, I remember watching The Departed with Leonardo DiCaprio, and I think Scorsese directed it. And I was just, it's like the crime movies, or the crime shows and movies, they just like depress me. I don't really want to spend I say this as a horror movie and horror genre lover, but at least for those, it's like pretty much fictional. Whereas like crime, I'm like, oh, this is like going on everywhere, like just outside. Like if you live in a city, you know that there's like crime, gang activity, drugs. It's just, you see, like, I think when you see, like here in Minneapolis, like many other cities, like we have a homelessness crisis, and you see people out on the street that are clearly they have been using like hard drugs, they need help, they're not in their right mind. And so it's depressing to see it on a regular basis. And so I'm like, I just don't want to watch a show that has to do with the stuff that is contributing to this problem that I'm seeing in my community. It makes me so annoyed. Not annoyed at the people, but it's like that kind of show makes me annoyed because I'm like, it's such a huge problem and it just makes me feel depressed. Directions. Did you like the scenery in Outlander, mainly filmed in Scotland? Absolutely loved it. Yes, I love anything that is filmed in Scotland or is made to look like especially the Scottish Highlands. So yes, Scotland is gorgeous. Alex Castillo, I'm 31 years old. Christopher Ray, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Michael Kentor. Hannah likes horror movies. Yes, I can only go so far with it. Maybe psychological thrillers, but no body chopping gore. Not my scene. For me, it's like, I can deal with gore if it feels like sometimes it's a little much, but if it's like a slasher movie, like I do enjoy watching the Halloween movies with Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers, one of those. And it's like, yeah, it's gruesome. Like you see some pretty gross things, but it doesn't go on and on and on to the point where you're just like, okay, we get it. Like you don't need to keep showing this for another 2, 3, 5 minutes. It's when it just goes on and it feels like the majority of the movie is only based on gore. One, I'm like, this is just lazy movie making because you don't have to come up with, you really don't need to think that hard to just film a very violent scene. And also, it just feels like perverse to like watch that for so much of a movie or a show. The star of Resident Evil, I know who she is exactly. Her name is Djokovic. Is it Mila Djokovic? That's not right, but it's something like that. She was also in The Fourth Kind actress. Oh, JB is here. What is her name? Mila Jovovich, I believe is who we're talking about here in Resident Evil. Because, dude, she was in The Fourth Kind and that movie messed me up. Is she in Resident Evil? No, I'm questioning myself. Born in Kyiv, Ukraine, but it says she's a Serbian-born actress. So yeah, I think she is also in Resident Evil. Yeah, love her. She is amazing. And also, okay, she's apparently 49 years old, but you would never know it. My goodness. Some people, they age like fine wine, I'm telling you. Very amazing. Okay. Thank you, JB. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Boy, sorry, I missed a few comments. Hi, Giancarlo Brigaglio, I think. Sounds Italian. Elmo says, can you show your teeth? I am showing them all the time on this live stream. Not up close, like, not like dentist office level close. Pony Princess, love the username. Who doesn't want to be a Pony Princess? AD says, wait, yabba dabba, your profile pic is Hannah now. I think, is it still? I forgot that you had changed it before, but it's hilarious. I saw it earlier. It was me with my Easter bunny ears. Fly True, Catalina Crunch, yes. Big fan, big fan. I am absolutely obsessed with Catalina Crunch. It's so delicious. Maybe this will be my dessert tonight. I do want to get to the reply button for JB. Great to see you again, JB. Thank you so much. All right. Alrighty, let's see. Joan Vasquez is here. Peculiar Jake is saying live from Puerto Rico. Sounds like you might be from Puerto Rico. I am not. John is back. Thank you for coming back. Thoughts on Conor McGregor? So I know who he is. He is terrifying. I have never watched him. I almost said I've never watched him play. Like he was an NBA player or like a soccer player. No, he's either, it's like UFC or MMA. I can never keep those straight in my head. I know exactly who he is, but I cannot bring it's like, I think it's like empath quality where I really struggle to see someone like not doing well or getting hurt in some way in public. Like I cannot watch actual fighting like MMA or UFC. I can barely watch penalty kicks. I'm having like a heart attack watching those because I know one of the people lining up to kick the penalty kick is gonna miss, and then they're gonna feel like the entire game loss was their fault, and it's just, oh, it's like extreme stress that I feel. So I do know who Conor McGregor is. He is a boss, although I feel like I read about an injury he had recently. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I've never watched him fight though. I'm all about the Conjuring or Insidious universes. I'm all about the demon and possession type movie. So Chewy Vanderbilt, I didn't find the Conjuring movies scary. I didn't find the Insidious, I mean, I thought they were entertaining, but they just weren't really that scary for me. They weren't those movies where it's just, you just get like your hair, like the hair on the back of your neck or your arm stands up and you're just like, oh my gosh, that was really freaking scary. Those weren't scary for me. I can watch demon possession movies. They're not my favorite. Mike Myers from Toronto says Ken to be. Mila is dope. Fifth Element 2, her daughter looks just like her. Oh, that's so cool. I low-key love when women have kids that are their mini-me's and they look fabulous together. Goals. Christopher Ray. I hope we can have coffee when I come back to Cottage Grove. I work there sometimes. That's cool. Can't think of the last time I was in Cottage Grove. Micah's eating ice cream still. Hi, Pravesh Kumar. Leon Boyd is here. For being awesome, says JB. For being awesome. I keep forgetting to look for the cereal again. Oh, that's okay, Micah. Here's your reminder. Beautiful Catalina Crunch. It's so tasty. I go through just bags and bags of this stuff. Let's continue eating this ancient tostada. All right. What did you think she was showing us this whole time? Bleached rows of corn. Maybe he is a dentist. Could be AD. Sam says you look like Steph Curry's sister. I have gotten the Steph Curry comment in here plenty of times. Hi, Grayson Plays. Yep, just a bit of fun. Oh my gosh, yep, it's me again. Let's see, is it the same one or did you switch it? Go to channel. Oh my god, it's the whipped cream one. That is so funny. I think that is so funny, Yabba Dabba Doo. I love it. Hope you have a blessed day. Oh, that's sweet of you to say. Thank you, Grayson. Same to you. Mike N, hello. Sorry, I missed making. What did you make? I made a tostada in honor of Cinco de Mayo, which is coming up next week. John, okay, read that one. Drago Liub is here. Hello. Thank you, Nola. This is my go-to hairstyle because it is fast and it keeps my hair protected. My hair is naturally very thick and curly and dry, so I actually like to have it styled up most of the time because when it's down and brushing against cotton fabrics or my coat or whatever, it just, the ends break very easily. So I actually like to keep it up like this. And I work in a fairly formal office setting for my 9-to-5 job. So this is a nice hairstyle that I can do quickly, and it's also, I mean, you can't go in there with like pigtails and like braids and like stuff, you know? It's like, be like, use your judgment, but also real, like, yeah, there's office standards. So I feel like this is a very easy hairstyle I can do for my work. Red Lobster. Oh, Ernest is asking about what the poll was. I need to put in a second poll question for you guys. Sorry. Multitasking and not doing a good job of it. Thank you, Christopher Ray. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Your hair is the greatest. Thank you, not to. Oh, I gotcha, JB. I want to be vegan thanks to you. I hope the videos help. And also, I'm not like a vegan crusader. I'm not trying to like steamroll people and like convert. Like, conversion is not my mission at all. I just like sharing food. I love food. I think it's really fun. So I picked it as a niche for YouTube because I love it and I could sustain it for a very long time as my main topic for my videos. Can someone let me know what the answer was to tonight's poll? I'm curious, what did you guess, Ernest? Did you get it right? Red Lobster. Hi, Mohammed Banger. Doing well. Ergo Video Oasis, perhaps indeed. Thanks, Green Day. Love your earrings. Pink Palm Puff Lover. Pink Palm Puff Lover. Love your earrings. Thank you. I love your username. Zobair Mosamim is here. Deborah Parsons says, I wish I could do that. If you're talking about tostadas, I don't know if that's what you were referring to, but these are really easy. And actually, I filmed the tostada recipe video last night and I'll be posting it next Monday on my channel. So stay tuned for that. It's honestly, when people come on here and ask like, oh, I want to get into cooking, what's a super easy recipe for beginners? I say tacos, because tacos, or this is a tostada technically, but a lot of tacos is just make a super easy filling. You know, you won't see it on my channel, but roast some meat or roast some hamburger meat. In this case, I just bought a couple of cans of black beans and put some spices in them, mashed them down on my stovetop. And then it's basically just pile your toppings onto your tortilla. So most of it is assembly. You're just putting pieces together and it doesn't actually take a lot of skill to make. It's hardest to drop dairy and eggs, says Christopher Ray. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that you say that, because Christopher Ray, I like repeatedly have admitted on here, I'm 97% vegan. The other 3%, I say that I'm vegetarian specifically for dessert, because there are so many dessert items I love. Think slices of cake with buttercream frosting, or pancakes or scones or muffins or cinnamon roll. Like, so many pastries, so many dessert items that are baked with some kind of batter or flour will have eggs in them and or butter, milk. So trace amounts don't bother me, especially if it's baked into an item like a scone or a cupcake or a slice of cake. I'm just like, whatever. It's a one-off. It's not the end of the world. And also, I really enjoy sweets, so I am definitely more flexible when it comes to dessert. But for everything else, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm pretty much 100%. The only flexibility, the only wiggle room I give myself is for sweets, because I'm like, okay, it's gonna be not that nutritious whether or not it's vegan. It's gonna have sugar in it, it's gonna be highly processed. I'm not eating dessert for any health reasons, it's purely for enjoyment. So at that point, I'm like, I don't really care if there's some trace of butter, some trace of milk, some trace of cream, or some trace of eggs. That's just how I have decided to live my life. Ernest guessed Panera Bread. I am a Panera Bread girl, not so much anymore, but I definitely was obsessed. But Red Lobster was the ultimate place for me as a kid. You look like trouble after 2 bottles of wine. That is a hilarious comment. Padro Bandit. I could not drink that. I would be so sick. I mean, I'd probably be in the emergency room if I tried to drink that much wine. I barely drink alcohol these days. It's just mostly like a daily routine thing. I don't have time to, I'm too busy to, it's expensive. I really feel kind of crappy after I drink alcohol. It really ruins my sleep for at least one night, maybe two. So for all those reasons, and it's also super bad for you, health-wise. So I'm like, I wouldn't ever have 2 bottles of wine. However, I am going to a wedding this weekend, and I am 100% drinking alcohol at this wedding. This is the kind of occasion that I reserve for, okay, if like, I am not gonna refuse a slice of my childhood best friend's wedding cake, which I know is not gonna be vegan, it's not gonna be gluten-free, but I'm like, okay, it's my childhood best friend, it's her wedding day, it's her beautiful wedding cake, and when they pass around the slices of cake, there is no way in the entire universe that I would refuse a slice of wedding cake at her wedding just because it's vegan. Like, that is the prime example of when I'm like, no, that's just stupid. Who did I miss? GTMGJJL, I think. Hello. Miguel says, buenos días, saludos. Ya estás comiendo. Saludos desde Cuenca, España. Estoy comiendo tostadas porque es 5 de mayo, lunes, next week. I forget how to say that in Spanish, but I think you get the gist. Es una tostada. Miguel. I was wrong, Hannah. Okay, Panera Bread. Hi, Heidi Scott. I think Hannah actually liked whipping the cream. You missed an H and you missed a second P. I was like, what are you saying, Yabba Dabba Doo? Actually bought multivitamins today, Hannah. Win, Hannah. I personally love them, and it's like, I'm not saying like you must have multivitamins to be healthy. I like them to cover my bases, just as a like fail safe. If I feel like there's some work days where I don't wake up hungry. I'll have a cup of coffee, maybe a quick little, bowl of these Catalina Crunch. And then I realized, like, dang, it's 5 p.m. I barely ate anything. I definitely didn't hit all of my vitamins and minerals for the day. And just in case, like on days like that, that's when I'm like, okay, well, at the very least, I'm getting some intake of these vitamins and minerals that are important to get. Does your brother Steph Curry intimidate anyone you date? I'd love to meet Steph Curry someday. He's cool. Let's see here. Favorite dessert of all time? Well. Also good to see you again. Favorite dessert? It's either, actually, I feel like I should save this for a poll question. I'm gonna do this as the second poll question. So thank you so much, well. Asia has the Daryl Dixon emojis. Love him. Alcohol is not healthy. Definitely not. Saw that from you, Christopher Ray. And that's to say, like, I eat things that are not healthy. Like, I don't eat 100% healthy food. Personally, that's just how I don't want to live that way. Are beers vegan? I think they can be, but in some cases, I actually personally hate beer. I have never, ever in my life enjoyed beer. I have tried so much of it. I lived in Germany. I lived in Munich, where Oktoberfest originated. I went to Oktoberfest. I have lived, I've been to the Guinness factory in Dublin. Hated all the Guinnesses I tried there. I've been to France, I've been to Belgium. The only partial, it was like not even a full beer, it was like half beer and half grapefruit juice. But the only basically fruit juice beer I liked was in Brussels, Belgium 10 years ago, but I really hate beer, so I don't ever consume it. But I think some beers have a processing method or something where there's something that's not technically vegan, but it's similar to honey. I never liked honey even as a kid, so it never was a problem. I never even had to think about it like, oh, is this vegan or not anymore, because I never eat it. Kaas, thank you so much. I am slowly consuming this tostada. It's taking me forever. JB ... Love the taste of beer, but I never drink more than 2. That's kind of like me whenever I'm out and I know I'm gonna have a drink. I stick to 2 at the most, but it's usually just 1. Brian, would you cook that for me? I don't cook for anyone specifically, Brian. You're 97% vegan, remember? Yes. Significant other? No, does not need to be vegan. Stoned Papa Smurf. I'm sorry to hear that. TV soaps. Te tiene estadas el caliente. Chile, you should try YouTube Live, yourself drinking red wine. I bet you become the life of the wedding. If anything, I just feel like I become more like happy, a little bit zoned out. Yeah, it's like it's pretty mild. Nothing ever crazy happens. Sorry, spell check revenge. Oh, that's funny. Estás muy bien tu español, Hannah. Thank you, Tony. Hi, Tommy Brown. Favorite food of all time is Ethiopian food. Tommy Brown said, hi, IBC doesn't have caffeine, but I don't know if it's vegan or not. All right. I need to put a second poll question in here, but let me finish this first. All right. So good. Great question. Fat pants is what I'll call you. I absolutely love the flavor of beer in anything that's like a food item. Like if it's a sauce, like I can think of sauces that I've had with beer flavor, some kind of bread or cake, but the flavor that you get with beer when it's been cooked into something or baked into something is incredible. So I like beer. It sounds weird, but I like beer as like a food item or a recipe ingredient, but I cannot stand drinking it on its own. I think it's so gross. No spamming, yes. Do you at least have apple cider? Yes, I love hard cider. That's like one of my favorite things to drink. Let me now get, what was I gonna do? Poll question, dessert. Ooh, I love this, I love this. Okay guys, let's do it. Guess my all-time favorite dessert. Let me quickly just kind of jot some stuff down. All right, got it. So, is it apple strudel? Is it affogato? I never know if I spelled that right. Affogato. Yep. Is it chocolate cake, or is it vegan cheese cake? Dun da da da! Can you guess it? Favorite dessert of all time? Let's see, I am Ethiopian. Thank you, Olivia. This is a handmade apron that my uncle gave to me. Made it all himself. Tony says, you're welcome. Tell me, where is the best vegan place to eat in Cottage Grove when I go back there? Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I've ever eaten a vegan meal in Cottage Grove. Henny should make vegan gummies with agar powder. Yes, 100%. Script think. I was gonna make tostadas, but how long have I been on here? I bet I have time. I'm gonna throw some corn tortillas in my oven if I can find them. Because all I really need to do is just take these beautiful corn tortillas. And you guys, this is a wonderful tortilla shop right here in Minneapolis, La Perla Tortilleria, corn tortillas. So I'll show you the very, very simple process of making these. So you need one baking sheet, one large baking sheet. And you'll want your oven to be at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Script thing, making tostadas. Adrian, I'm writing an article on the finer things in life. Was hoping I could interview you. I don't do interviews on my YouTube lives. Adrian. Alcohol definitely better for cooking. Yes, I would agree with that. Plus, like the cooking, I think it helps to kind of cook off a lot of the harmfulness of alcohol, and then you do get the nice flavor. Smoke and Joe says, greetings from Turkey. Love it. The foundation of the vast majority of Ethiopian meals is injera, a giant gray spongy pancake like bread upon whose strangely rubbery surface are served an array of foods. I mean, sounds terrible when you put it that way, but injera is incredible. Lavon, German chocolate cake 100%. Only wondering, but it's a big glass, says Yavadavadu. Christopher Ray, chocolate cake with 2 question marks. William O'Shaughnessy, tiramisu. If I guess the poll question wrong, I'm gonna be mad. I mean, it's just a poll question, it's just for fun. I see Porter is here. Hi Peyton is just better. That's a fun username, I like it. Ka'a says, Choco. Sounds like you're guessing chocolate cake. Yeah, people who are just rolling in and you didn't see it, I have a new poll question. Guess my all-time favorite dessert item. See if you can get it right. The recipe says that you shouldn't put these corn tortillas on top of each other or have them touching, but I actually think I'm gonna do that because I don't have enough room and I am heading out on my vacation soon. And I want to use up all of the food I can because food waste is so sad, especially in today's economy where, you know, that's a lot of money in the trash if you don't use it. Okay, so I got my tortillas all arranged on here. I saw a super chat from JB. Thank you so much. Right, responding to you, JB. All right. William O'Shaughnessy says has to be cheesecake. Anything apple and pastry with vanilla ice cream is heavenly. To be honest, I like all 4 of these things that I listed in the poll. So I've eaten all 4 of them many, many times, but one of them is my all-time fave. I make an apple tart nearly once a week. Ooh, very nice. Cheesecake, apple pie, and tiramisu. The goat, says Chekas. Ty Kennedy, I'm making tostadas, which are almost like a just flat version, like an open crispy taco. So I have, on this baking sheet, I have, what is this, 6, 7, 8 soft corn tortillas, and I am going to be toasting them in my oven for like 15 minutes, and then once they're crispy, I'll just pile them up with black bean spread, guacamole, and tomatoes and lettuce. You'll see. They're very tasty. Ray, how often do you answer the question, what are you making? Many, many times. Actually, Ray, I was thinking about having like a little sign, like a plaque that I could like set here, or have like a whiteboard where it's like today's menu, and then I just write in a whiteboard marker what I'm making so that I don't have to keep answering that question in the live stream. I don't mind answering it, but it does get pretty repetitive. Porter said hi. Richard Booker Grieco is here. Win JB says Ray. Yes, thank you so much, JB. JB pays her taxes too. Would you risk eating Guinness cake? I would 100% eat Guinness cake, yes. JB the goat. Hug Iman? Iman? I don't know what that means. Iman cries in their sleep. Man. My stomach growled and I just ate. Oh no. I feel like that's happened to me like a ridiculous number of times, Micah, where I ate and then I went to sleep, and then my stomach, I could still feel, was like churning a little bit because it was hungry. I'm like, oh my God, this is impossible. How is this happening? The girl or girls, hello. Roadshow, hello, another member. Love to see it. I am making tostadas tonight. I'm just gonna pop these corn tortillas into my oven. The oven isn't totally preheated, but honestly, getting them in early isn't a huge difference. So, in they go. Lovely tostadas. And I'll let those crisp up in my oven for like 20 minutes. Deborah Pruitt, hello. I guess I'll eat again. That's how it goes for me. I usually have to just accept that I will not sleep through the night if I am hungry and I can feel it in my stomach. Like eventually I will just keep waking up, honestly, if I haven't had enough to eat. So I do have to just drag myself out to my kitchen and be like, all right, what can I quickly eat? And then run back to sleep because it is annoying. Deborah says, sorry, I haven't been active lately, but I'm back. Good to see you, Deborah. I'm glad you're here, and don't feel bad at all. No worries. I want to do a little side quest here and figure out like how to circle back to what we were talking about earlier tonight. How do you put the subscribe button on a live stream on YouTube? On a YouTube live stream would be better. On a YouTube live stream. This is not helpful at all. In a YouTube live. How do you put the subscribe button in a YouTube live? I'm not seeing this anywhere. I'm not getting any results. No idea. If my stomach growls again, I'm just gonna go straight to bed, LOL. Deborah Pruitt says, I am too. You wanna know something? What's up? Oh, here we go. Chicken Jockey. James Caruthers. Oh my goodness. So I did not know what Chicken Jockey was. I just kept seeing it in my chat. And I was like, I don't think this is something like perverse, but who knows? And I was telling my sister yesterday, I was like, I keep seeing Chicken Jockey in my chat. Like, what is this? And she just died. She's like, oh, it's from the Roblox or Minecraft. It's from the Minecraft movie. And you guys, the destruction, like, it makes for really good internet content, okay? Super funny to watch all these kids going crazy in the movie theaters in that scene where Jack Black's character goes, chicken jockey. But it's so bad because in some videos, like the cops got called, there's popcorn all over the floor, people throw their slushies, they throw their drinks, they throw their candy. I mean, it's just a mess. It's such a mess. So it's funny. It is really funny to watch, but also it makes me just feel really bad for the movie theater employees. So I have mixed feelings about chicken jockey. It is funny, but it's also so rude to the theater workers and the theater owner. Dakota Miller, hello. Late night coffee pulling an all-nighter? No, Dakota. I am drinking decaf coffee. So I try to stay away from caffeine after 12 o'clock noon. Sometimes it'll, maybe I'll stop drinking caffeinated coffee by like 1 p.m. But I try not to drink it too late because I will just be laying there trying to sleep and am wide awake because of the caffeine. Let's see here. Chicken jockey, God. And lava chicken. Oh my goodness, the Gen Zs, man. There's something else. Gotta love them, but also... Okay, who am I at now? Hi, John Carl Killoyd, I think. Hello, hello. Let's see here. Chicken jockey. All right, don't spam. I like chicken jockey, but just don't be obnoxious. So funny. I say it's obnoxious and all like blocky, but I'm also laughing because it is really funny. Like my sister and I were just laughing our asses off at these TikToks she was showing me. All these movie theaters probably all over the world, like that one scene. It's so funny. Oh God. I feel like I'm encouraging it now. So I feel bad. Okay. You need to use a dual computer setting. See, I'm wondering if this is even worth it. I don't know. I'll troubleshoot, but I think I'll consult my sister because she's basically like my personal geek squad. She's very just like, if you have a question for her that's tech related and even she doesn't know it, she will tinker and tinker until she finds the answer. So I don't have that patience. I feel like the boomer part of me starts, like my blood pressure starts to like quickly rise after 30 seconds of trying to troubleshoot technology that's not working. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm losing my, I cannot. So we'll see if I figure it out. Anyways, comments. Okay, chicken jockey, lava chicken. Deborah says, yeah, Steve's lava chicken. Rich says, scrolling now and everyone has the subscribe button at the top. No, that makes me so sad. That makes me so sad to hear. I mean, I wish I could have had it displaying. I mean, you don't know what you don't know. Classic example right here. I just figured like, okay, I'm live, that's great, but clearly there's some way to add a subscribe button. It's so frustrating though. Oh well. Thank you, best chef. John is asking, how many subscribers do you have? I would need to refresh my page, but it's what I'm seeing is 6.24 thousand. That is what I can't talk anymore. I started tonight's live stream with 6.24 thousand subscribers. My goal for this year is to hit 10,000 by end of December, which is, I am on track to do it, so keeping fingers crossed. Decaf smart, says Dakota. Yeah, gotta go decaf in the afternoon and the evening. I drink coffee afternoon, but it has to be dark. It helps with liver issues. Okay, Red Flintstone. Jabril Barameda, hello. I am not Latino, Max T. Let's see. Best chef. Thank you. JB says, same way, if you were streaming a game, you would be the same if you were streaming on here anyways. Fire, LOL. Oh wow, it's 6.27. Amazing. So it usually will go up. It varies, like how much the subscriber count goes up, or it never goes down. It only ever goes up, I've noticed, with live streams. Excuse me. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh, I lost it. Shoot, I was gonna sneeze again. 6.27. Cool. That's amazing. Best chef Hannah is beautiful. Thank you, Drago Ligube. JB says lols. Bless you. Thank you. Bless you twice. I appreciate it. That's a lot of subscribers. Hopefully you'll reach your goal. I hope so too. I think I will. Like I try to set realistic goals where it's like, can I actually measure this out and say like, okay, you can kind of, it's like work backward. Okay, if I want this by the end of the year, then I need to achieve this every month. So for the next 12 months, I need to hit this. And so far I have been on track to hit like the monthly amount that I would need to on average to get to 10,000 by the end of December. So it's looking promising, guys. 10K by the end of 2025. Hi, Rocky Dog Kennel. Thank you for the bless yous. If you have any messages to the world, what would it be? Oh, man. Oh, what would it be? It's just the very boring, generic things of like, choose what's right and not easy. Eat mostly plants, I would say. That's generally good for the world. Yeah, I'd have to think on that because that's such a profound question. All right. You're the best girl streamer I've ever seen in my life. You have a great channel. Thank you. It means so much when I get really good feedback. I mean, it's not always good, but I really like getting feedback where people are like, you're doing good, like you're a good streamer. So thank you, Deborah. Yes, JB, don't worry, I have not forgotten about my tortillas. The timer that you heard was actually my oven heating up to the right temperature. And I actually threw in my tortillas early as it was heating up. And I have a timer. The timer is, I think it says 9 minutes right now. So I have not forgotten about them. Cassidy says, Hannah, do you have a part in the wedding or can you just sit back and enjoy? It's very much like family wedding party. So I get to like sit back and just enjoy. I was low key, like kind of, I was like, I can picture myself being in the wedding party, but if I'm being fully honest, it's not my vibe. I don't want to have to worry about like which of the groomsmen I have to, like you have to go to rehearsal dinners, you have to get your hair done, you have to be like in sync with the other bridesmaids. It's like a lot of pressure because like, what if I tripped and fell? What if I got sick, like gravely sick? I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's like, I'm glad to get to go and be supportive, but also I don't have to worry about like, oh my God, my dress just came unzipped, or it's like these little things you don't want to go wrong because you're part of the show, basically. Like it's like you're a performer, basically. You have to look there, you have to be there, look good, and be part of the whole ceremony. So I appreciate that there is no pressure. I get to just sit there and watch and enjoy the wedding without stressing about makeup, hair, nails, matching jewelry, bridesmaids' dresses, any of that stuff. None of it I have to worry about. JB says deuces. Bye, JB. Thank you so much for the super chats. The hater VK Parthikaswaran. I'm doing well making tostadas. How are you doing? Justice Williams says yes. Oh, to the messages I had for the world. Mitchell Kirkpatrick said hi. Vivekananda. Hello, Vivek. I had a friend in college named Vivek. David Giorgio. Hello from Rhode Island. Hello, David. I think I've been to Rhode Island. I think I've been to Providence. Vivek said, how are you? Doing swell. Hope you are as well. Vivek, yes, I do have an Instagram. It's the same, like my Instagram handle is the same as my YouTube channel name, Hannah in Health. You can find me there on Instagram. Fit Check, literally probably a $9 or $10 H&M t-shirt, just straight up black t-shirt. I've had it for, I'm gonna say a decade. I keep my clothes and I don't like shopping. So black t-shirt, black pants, that are from Athleta, which are kind of like Lululemon. And this is a hand-sewn, hand-stitched apron that my uncle made for me as a Christmas present. And I want to be able to hand sew aprons like this because, I mean, it's so cool, like to be able to make something like this. I want that skill set, but it just requires time, patience, and willingness to suck at something for a while before you get good. WWE fangirl, oh my god, wait, I have to comment at you. WWE fangirl, OMG, love your username. I'm a WWE fangirl as well, because who better than Mr. Seth? I support you the most as a streamer, says Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Myron Mo is here. Purple ma'am, I think. Hello, purple ma'am. Or no, purple M&M, sorry. I just looked at your profile picture. It's like one of the M&M characters. Purple M&M, that's cute. Yabba Dabba Doo says, message to the world, read the lyrics to Imagine All the People. Yes. Gravely sick, sure hope not, says Rich. Yes. Peace and joy. Hello, good to see you. Bye, Maria. Thanks so much for being here and commenting and asking thoughtful questions. Kalev, sorry if I'm saying this wrong, Kalev Nenner, goodbye. I love joining your live, so I'm really happy that you're here, Maria. Thank you. See you at the wedding. Yes, you guys. I'm not signing off yet, not just yet, but for those of you who rolled in later, who didn't hear me say it earlier, I am going to a wedding this weekend. I'm based in Minnesota, just as geography point of reference. It's in the middle and the northernmost part of the United States, like middle and top of the United States, borders Canada. I am flying out to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, in 2 days because my childhood best friend is getting married just outside of Washington, D.C. in Annapolis, Maryland. So I was thinking about what to do with my live stream schedule, and I decided I am going to do a live stream on Friday night. I usually go live on Friday nights. And it will be from my hotel room. I've been thinking, like, where should I do the live stream from? But I think because like Wi-Fi will be stable and lighting will be decent in my hotel room on Friday, I was like, I could do it from the roof, I could do it from somewhere else in Annapolis, but just the privacy is nice, not as noisy as if I'm out and about. So I will be doing my live stream, my next live stream in 2 nights, from my hotel room in Maryland. Should be fun. Joe Schmo 1 says, Los Angeles, California. I'm not gonna do a handstand, although I think they're very fun. JG. Thomas Alter says, Guten Morgen, mein Schatz. Wie geht's dir, Thomas? El Rulo from Odessa, Texas. How are you? How is life in Texas? Inan Magu says, Salam. Can I see the stitching? I'm not gonna take this off or show it really close, but eventually I would actually like to do live streams featuring my sewing machine because I am learning how to sew right now. I've got my Singer sewing machine out in my living room. Cassidy says, I so love weddings. You can just sit back and enjoy. The stress is real when you're part of it. Yep, I know. It's like, I'm sure it's obviously it's fun, but it's just you can't attend, like it's a totally different experience attending a wedding if you're in the wedding party versus if you are just in the audience like watching it. So I feel like it's the same like if you go to a theater play and like you're part of the play, like you're part of the production. So I am also too, because I mean I don't live close to my friend, and so if I were in the wedding party I would have had to be flying out east for rehearsals at the venue, hair appointments, buying a bridesmaid's dress, buying bridesmaids' shoes, jewelry, making sure my hairstyle, if there's like a hairstyle preference for the look of all the bridesmaids. It's like, I mean, sometimes it can be so intense because like, you know, the couple wants everything to be like perfect, and I get it. If it's your wedding day, I would want it to be perfect. But it's just, I love that it's very low key because I just get to go and show up and support my friend and her whole family. Your apron is really cool. Thank you, Thomas. This is like what I'm aiming to make with my sewing machine. I want to eventually be able to, actually, I would love to do this with you all, but those of you who would want to buy an apron from me from a storefront, because I would eventually love to have a Shopify or an Etsy store that I can link to my YouTube channel as like a merch storefront. And then it's like I could take requests from people like, oh, I really want a blue apron with like a gold neck piece and maybe like a little pattern or something, like some stars on it. And I'd be like, okay, I'll make it for you. So I love thinking about the custom designs that I can make. Okay, that was my timer for my, what are they called? Tortillas. So I'm gonna grab them. Ooh. They look so good, you guys. Nice and crispy. So remember how they were really soft before? I mean, you can tell now this is nice and toasted. It's also burning my hand, ouch. But, okay, I'm gonna let these just hang out on my stovetop for now. Mr. FSB Sahab, hello. ECX is asking, are you a chef? I am not a chef. I don't have any formal training. I just cook and bake on YouTube as my main theme for my content. Chief Master, says Thomas Alcho. Yay, I didn't realize you were also gonna do a live. Yes, Cassidy, I am going live from my hotel room. It's so crazy that in 48 hours from right now, I'm gonna be sitting in my hotel room in Maryland, live streaming with you guys. Let's see, are you a baker? I am a baker, yes. It's not my full-time profession, but I do bake on here. What's your favorite dish of all time? It's Ethiopian chickpeas or Ethiopian spicy red lentils. I love brownies. Jayasakthi. Deborah says, leaving soon, sadly, but I will be back soon or next live. It's totally fine. You gotta do what you gotta do, Deborah. I will be live again on Friday night from Maryland. So if you're leaving for good, I will see you on Friday. Tim Boatwright, I hope your hotel is better than the one I just checked into in Georgia for work. Oh no, Tim. Oh, I'm sorry. Sounds like it's not the best. I think it's one of the like generic chain hotels. So it's not super fancy. It's not like a 5-star hotel, but it's also not like a dingy, super cheap budget like Motel 6 or Super 8. Not to hate on those, but it's like, it's just one of the like regular middle of the road, gets like 3.5 to 4 stars on Google reviews. Yeah, like average price. Not super cheap, but also not super expensive. All right. John says, I live in Annapolis. Very cool. Hi, Kyrie Montrell. Everything's big in Texas. Indeed. I need to go to Texas and see it for myself. It's so legendary, like growing up in the very northern part of the state, of the country. It's just so different. Like when I think of Texas, I'm just like, it is so different down there compared to what it's like up here. And I would love to see it one day. I should plan like a really fun trip to Texas and do like all the like go to a dance hall and square dance or do like line dancing. That looks really fun. Go to a rodeo, go to a good old fashioned barbecue, go to the Alamo. I've always wanted to see the Alamo. In all the big cities. So one day I'll make it. Ramon Agir, hi Ashir Hassan. Boy, oh boy. Thomas Altero says near Bitburg, Erpils in Germany. Bitburg, I don't know Bitburg. I'm back and eating a bagel. Ooh, Micah, sounds tasty. Cassidy says hi to Green Day, to Rich. I should have come over for dinner, says Roadshow. Ray, yes, these tortillas are very crispy. I bet I could grab one or two and start making some more tostadas for you guys. Let's see. Nexus, hey, what's up? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thomas Altero is laughing. Who did I miss? It's not super fancy hotel. No, it's just very, like, you know, the standard hotels where it's like Embassy Suites, Hilton, Marriott, I'm missing La Quinta, the ones you see on like, you know, TV ads, like, or internet ads, YouTube ads. Any of the like ones you'll see driving through any town in the United States, and you're gonna like Holiday Inn, American, is it Fairview? Not Fairview. Yeah, there's too many names to remember. This is supposed to be a Marriott, but is needed renovation about 5 years ago and apparently still not done. Georgia. I appreciate that you put 2 Daryls at the end of that comment. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry that it needs an upgrade, but like they haven't done it. At the very least, Tim Boatwright, I'm assuming this is all on the company's dime. So you're not spending your own personal cash on this less than ideal hotel room. Peppermint Cookie, that's a very cute name. I love peppermint cookies. John says, I did that. Odessa, it's between Dallas and El Paso. Got it. Hi, Izan. The culture difference is so different in the South compared to the Midwest. I love it. I know, I've thought about, because I feel like there's some similarities when you compare the Midwest and the South. Like, I would say they're the most conservative parts of the country. There's pockets everywhere, but I would say like the Midwest is known to be fair compared to like the coasts. Midwest and South are more conservative generally than like East and West coasts. I think like really hard, like blue collar work, typically it's just like agriculture, industry, not to say there's not on the coast. I'm just thinking of like commonalities. I also think like slower pace of life, at least compared to New England, like it's just like go. No one has time to chat with you. No one has time to talk. No one cares. But it's like in the Midwest, people will like stop and actually chat with you. We have a saying here in Minnesota called the Minnesota goodbye, where say you're trying to leave like a party, or you're getting coffee with a friend and you're standing outside and you're freezing, and it's like, oh, okay, like it was so nice seeing you. Hey, by the way, like just I wanted to ask about this one thing, and then it literally, you're standing there for another like 3 hours and it just keeps going. It's painful when you're the one stuck in the Minnesota goodbye, but I'd be curious to know if there's such a thing in Texas where it's just like the convo won't end, and it's like people are so conversational and like want to keep chatting with you that it actually just like won't end, and it's painful. Odessa, all right, don't know what that means. Can you make peppermint cookies? Not tonight, but at some point I'd love to. Actually, it sounds crazy, but I'm already thinking of things I could do for my Live Miss Christmas marathon, where I go live every single day in the month of December. And peppermint cookies is a great suggestion. Peppermint cookies for Live Miss, even though it's 8 months away. The bagel that I'm eating is blueberry. I love blueberry bagels. Yummy. Olivia says, I love your apron. Thank you. Hannah, I went and ate pasta and came back. Thank you, Persian boy. I hope you enjoyed your pasta. When visiting Albuquerque, it almost feels like you're in another country. Ooh, okay. I mean, I've never been to, it's like, what is it? I've been to California, I've been to Nevada, but I've never been to Arizona or New Mexico or Texas or any of those like central, it's like going from the Southwest to just the South to like the Gulf of, is it officially the Gulf of America now? Who knows? Oh man. Brian is here. What did you make for us tonight? Some ice cream sandwiches? No, I did not make ice cream sandwiches. I made some tostadas, and I will start assembling a couple more of them for you all. Actually, I should probably have more because I did not eat much today. Ciao Mao. It's my first time here. What are you guys doing? I am making some tostadas, which you can think of as open-faced crunchy tacos. And I decided to make tostadas because Cinco de Mayo is next Monday, if you can believe it. I mean, tomorrow is May, which is kind of insane. So I decided to make a Mexican dish. Need a new plate. So I think I'll make maybe 2 more. And for those of you who didn't see me do it earlier, I toasted a couple of corn tortillas, nice and crispy. Hopefully you can kind of tell it has a nice brown, it's not burned, but it's got a nice brown color on it. And then if I tap it, you can hear it got nice and crispy. So now what I'm gonna do is take this black bean spread that I made yesterday and put it on my tostadas. It's dark and it's kind of hard to see in the pan, but this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna spread it on these tostadas. Peppermint tea is nice, I agree. I can't think of the last time I had peppermint tea. All right. Brian Lal ate that earlier. Awesome. Is it the Gulf of America officially? Oh my goodness, you guys. I actually haven't looked at this on Google Maps. But once I'm done putting black beans on these tostadas, I want to pull up Google Maps and actually see the Gulf of America. I should take a screenshot because I can see this being changed later. I cannot believe that. It's like so American where it's like, yeah, we need to rename this Gulf because it's our Gulf. Oh man, so funny. Mr. Majnu is here. Oh my goodness. Hello, Mr. Majnu. Long time no see. How are you? How is life? I will always think of you as Disco96 because that was your previous username. And add to go now. If you're live streaming tomorrow, I'll be there. John, I am gonna go live on Friday, so 2 nights from now, and I'm gonna be in Maryland, so that'll be fun. You guys will not see me in my kitchen. You won't see me here in my kitchen on Friday because I'm going on vacation. Can't wait. All right. The black bean spread is now on the 2 tostadas. I'm going to heat these up for, I'm gonna do like 40 seconds maybe in my microwave. Maybe I'll start with 30. Don't want to have them be too hot. It's actually Gulf of America on Google Maps now. Apple Maps too, I think. Oh man, so funny. Let's see this. I have to see it for myself. Gulf of America. No, I'm gonna go to Google Maps. Here we go. Go to Google Maps. Open in Maps. Come on. All right, these are heated up. I'm gonna search for the Gulf of America. Let's see this. It is, oh my gosh, what? This is so funny. I think about whoever the programmer is who works at Google and is in charge of the names that you see on Google Maps. Like the computer programmer person who had to go in and like delete Gulf of Mexico and type in Gulf of America. This is so, it's just so goofy. All right, screenshot. Come on, screenshot function. There we go. How silly. Gulf of America. All right. It is on Google Maps. Brian says you like chocolate cake or cheesecake more. Which one you like more? I'm not gonna say, although I will close the poll question in like 3 minutes. I don't want to leave you guys hanging, but I'll let you guys know soon. Mr. Bakerman, what's the price in the USA for a motel? For a motel, I have no clue. I don't stay at motels, but these days, like a decent nightly rate for a hotel room is like right around 200. It depends on the location too. Sometimes you can get it for less than $200 a night, but I would say like better not to go too cheap, because then it can be an issue of like, is this like a hygienic and clean hotel, or is it like very poorly staffed and they're not as clean? So it's kind of like, it's nice to get a bargain, but sometimes it's not worth the bargain because it ends up being gross or a hassle or just otherwise not a nice experience. Wow, that looks so amazing, says Brian. Thank you. Do you know what happened to White Pearl? I don't know what that is, peppermint cookie. Germany, the cheapest, €30. It's actually Gulf of America on Google Maps now. Maybe it's cheesecake, says Brian. Rich says only the US federal government has officially named it the Gulf of America. Okay. Bitburg, Beer City, #1. Bitburg, I don't know it. Chip Broadhead. How is Hannah? That's the real question. Life is good. I've got my Starbucks and I'm making some black bean tostadas because Cinco de Mayo is in less than a week. I'm gonna put some lettuce on this now. Some lovely lettuce. Chris Berry is here. It says, maybe chocolate cheesecake. Maybe. All right, let's get some lovely lettuce on here. Trying to use up all my food so I don't have to trash it when I leave for my trip. Dun, 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 dun. Lots of lovely lettuce. Okay, looks good to me. Hi, Ree with the hearts. Hello, hello. Harvesting season is guessing strudel for the poll question. Cheesecake, nice, says Thomas Altro. USA is the boss and the best. Happy birthday, USA. Oh man, I sometimes laugh because like I feel like the USA can be a lot, but I do really love living here and being a US citizen, despite some of our flaws. Kevin is asking, Kevin Moffitt, how long are you going to be in Maryland for? I bet you're going to visit the Lincoln Memorial or Congress or the Smithsonian. The thing is, I actually lived in Washington, D.C., so I've been to all those places when I was there, or I've traveled just for vacations to D.C., so I'm actually like planning to just kind of keep it chill. I'm meeting up with 2 college friends of mine who live and work in Washington, D.C. Not over the weekend. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be Sunday night and Monday night. So it's mostly just catching up with friends who are based in DC and not really any touristy stuff. Mr. Majnu, waiting for the poll result. Yeah, that was my timer for the poll. So let me close this and I'll read the results once I get there in the chats. Cassidy says, Arizona is my favorite state in the South. So beautiful, and we love to visit all places where they filmed the Western movies. Ooh, yes, old Tucson Studios, Yellowstone. That's so cool. I didn't know they filmed Yellowstone down there, although it makes sense given the look. Alfonso, I'm from Earthbread. I don't know what that means. Nickel, that's important stuff. Stay at Motel 6 in Brooklyn Park. No. No thanks, I'll pass. Thank you, 2 Cents TV. I appreciate it. Same to you. So last on top here is some delicious spicy guacamole. Some of you may remember, I forget what dish it was, probably tacos I made on a live stream not too long ago, and it was this same spicy guacamole, and it was like, I was dying. It was so spicy, and I like spicy food, you guys, but it was that particular batch. This one isn't so spicy, but that one was killing me. Crazy spicy. You just ate, wow, and you're nourishing yourself again. Yes. All right. Richard Copeland, I actually should give you guys a close-up before I dig into these. So I made vegan tostadas. They have toasty corn tortillas, and then on the bottom you can see the black bean spread. That's the dark color you see. And then there is also some red chopped tomatoes, some shredded lettuce, and spicy guacamole on top. So there you go, guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Early Cinco de Mayo. All right, you guys did really good on the poll. I think a lot of you remembered. So the question was, guess my all-time favorite dessert. And it is chocolate cake. 35% of you got it right. So congratulations. Chocolate cake is my all-time fave. Rennington not adding mods. Yes, dear. Nice. Yes, dear. It says Thomas Altro. Willow Stewart Girl is back. Hi, Willow Stewart Girl. Okay, final answer. It's spaghetti noodle cake like Spencer from iCarly. Oh, iCarly. Such nostalgia. What's the result, Hannah? I missed. Mr. Majnu, it is chocolate cake. That's my favorite. Is Rachel also going to the wedding? No. So my sister, she knows my friend. She knows her family very well, but like my friend who's getting married and her fiance, who she's gonna marry this weekend, they have such a broad, between the two of them have such a broad like circle of friends that they had to whittle down the guest list to the point where it was like, we can't just invite everyone's siblings, like we really need to, because the venue has like a certain size, like capacity limit. So my sister is not joining. She thought about coming out along with us to go to the wedding, but she's like, yeah, no, I think I'll pass just because it's a lot and I can go out at a different time. I feel like my arm is like stiff all of a sudden. Eric Lee, you're still here. Thank you. Peter Alexander Constantine, you see the movie Along Came Polly? I think I have. He's eating spicy food on his date and he's sweating everywhere trying to talk normally. I know the movie, but I can't remember if I've seen it or not. Sweating, yes. That's been me sometimes where I was eating something really spicy and I was super uncomfortable and starting to sweat. And I was like, I really wish I wasn't uncomfortable right now because I want to appear presentable and tidy. We have Ivan here. Hello, Ivan. Привет, Ivan. See, I knew one couldn't fill you up. Yes, Kevin. This one would not have been enough. I definitely would have been hungry in the middle of the night. Brian, every time I watch your lives, I get hungry because your food looks so yummy. Thanks. All right, I don't speak good enough Russian to read all of that. Ivan, sorry to disappoint. Hannah, you should make the spaghetti tacos for us one day. Spaghetti tacos from like iCarly, I think you were referencing. Maybe highly processed, so we'll see. The girl of girls is still here. Same, my brain and face gets hot. Yes, definitely, like I feel like my cheeks are the most, they feel the hottest whenever I eat spicy food. I see Larry Middleton is here. I'm eating some black bean tostadas. I'll give you one more close up for those of you who are just getting here. I decided to make a Mexican dish because it's Cinco de Mayo on Monday next week, and I wanted to make something fun to celebrate. Oh no. I got guac on my nose. I will say these are hard to eat in like a cute way. Thank you, Yvonne. Or no, who was that? Anthony. Anthony Champagne. Thank you, Anthony Champagne. Abdullah, thank you very much. 150 likes. We made it to 150 likes, guys. Thank you. Hayati's Journey is here. Kiran Rai is here. Levante Jama says, ooh, my mouth is watering. Good. It means you think it looks good and not gross. Oh my gosh, you guys, Coffee made it. Hello, Coffee. The most positive, cheerful, energetic, enthusiastic commenter and YouTube user on the planet. Larry Middleton, I'm doing well. How about you? Cindy Lou, thank you. I definitely am enjoying these. Cassidy Johnson, hey, my friend. Thank you, Architect. A masterpiece. Vic, is asking, Hannah, how many meals do you eat a day? I try to keep mine around 2 to 3. I feel like these days it's been like 2. I'll wake up, get ready for work. I work mostly remotely, so it's easier to kind of just whatever, like figure out what to eat and when. It's less like I have to plan my lunches when I go into the office. But yeah, it's been mostly 2 meals these days. I really just stick to coffee, like a cup of coffee, a ton of water, and maybe a little plate of tofu scramble for breakfast. But it feels more like a snack to kind of just tide me over. So it's like half a meal / kind of a snack for breakfast, and then 2 full-blown meals. So I guess more like 2.5 meals in my typical day. Yes, America, I am vegan. That crunch sounds satisfying and looks really yummy. Fools you 169. It is very satisfying. Yes, I toasted these tortillas in my oven just a few minutes ago, and they get really crunchy in the oven. Definitely do not order tostadas if you're on a date, because it's just like not cute, but they taste great. Too Evil to Hope is here. These are tostadas. I'm just gonna keep showing it until they're gone. But yes, I made crunchy corn tortilla tostadas with black bean spread on the bottom, and then shredded lettuce, diced tomatoes, and guacamole. I did not make the guacamole. I got it from my grocery store. Almost gone now. Who's better, Ronaldo or Messi? Oh, I gotta respond to this one. That's an easy one. I love getting this question. I love getting this because I have a members only emoji that sums it right up. Happy birthday to Coffee. I don't know if it's Coffee's birthday. Larry Middleton says doing well. Thank you. Hannah, how are you doing today? Doing well, Coffee. Coffee, I have 1 more day of work this week. I go to work tomorrow, and then I am flying out east to Maryland because I'm going to my childhood best friend's wedding. It's in Annapolis, Maryland, and it's gonna be really fun. Yvonne, I envy you very much. It crunches deliciously. Thank you, Yvonne. Eat the whole thing in 1 bite. There's no way I could do that. No physical way I could do that. No. At least it landed on my plate. It is yummy, Cindy Lou. Cassie says it was an okay Wednesday to coffee. Thank you, Larry Middleton. Cristiano. What's in the cup anyways? Just coffee. Oh, this? This has the very last bits of a decaf almond milk latte. Yvonne is saying, it's a shame I came to the stream so late. Better late than never. Glad you're here, even if it is toward the end. I'll still be on here for like 10-15 more minutes. Ooh, latte nice, says Peter Alexander Constantine. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate it. P. Vacro says, ciao from Palermo, Italy. Beautiful. Goodness. Can't wait until the day I go to Italy. It will be grand. Safe flight tomorrow. So I fly on Friday, Brian. So 2 days from now I fly. I am filming it. I'm making a vlog out of this trip to Annapolis and Washington, D.C. So Stay tuned for that, guys. By the girl or girls. Look, everyone, my favorite vegan YouTuber. Thank you, Outpost93. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to flatten this out just a little bit to make it easier to bite. It's like biting into a sandwich or a cheeseburger that is like as tall as this cup, and you're just like, how do I even bite into this? Have you ever been to Massachusetts? Yes, I've been to Massachusetts many times. Cassidy is asking, when traveling, do you take any snacks along or just buy? I don't take any snacks along. I tend to pack pretty light, and then I'm like, okay, I can buy some pretty cheap, you know, granola bars or a bag of chips here and there in the airport. It's okay. Because I don't spend a lot of money frivolously. I'm pretty disciplined. Like, I stick to a budget month to month. So once it comes time to travel, and this is only like a 5-day trip end to end, so it's not this extensive, lavish vacation. So to your question, Cassidy, it's like, I'm happy to, I know that it's annoying that airports really jack up the prices for things where you're paying like $8 for a bottle of water when you can just drink it for free. But some things it's like, okay, I'll treat myself. I'll get a little drink. I'll get a little meal at the airport. It's part of the travel expenses, and it's just easy and pleasant. Oh, Rich, you are so sweet. I see a notification on my phone. A super thanks from Rich. Thank you very much, Rich. I wish that could pop up in here too so people could see, but I can see it. Thank you very much. Coffee with the cherry, winky emoji, and the salad bowl. The kid, I'm eating vegan tostadas. So now I'm subscribing to your channel to see how deliciously you cook. Ooh, Yvonne. Definitely check out my 6,000 subscriber special where I made a 4-layer cake. I want to reply to you. Except it's in Cyrillic, so I don't think I can type it. Yvonne. Definitely check out the 6K subscriber cake, espresso chocolate cake that I recently made. I'm super proud of it. Where is the cake emoji? Gotta add that. I kind of want to add one more trivia question for you guys, but what could it be? The Burger Dude is a close second. I don't think he does live streams. Oh, cool. So that's another vegan YouTuber. Let me see. The Burger Dude. Let's see here. Dude, literal dude. Oh my God, he has like 500,000 subs. Oh, his videos have like, it's like high def. Wow, this is such a good channel. Good job. Wow, his videos are super, they look like professionally made thumbnails. Let's see. Kevin Martinez, hello, hello. Nice and respectful comments only, please. Yes, absolutely. Coffee. Brian says, Hannah, you have to time yourself how fast you can eat. No, I actually don't eat fast. I try to like eat slow, enjoy my meal, not just wolf stuff down unless I'm really, really desperate. I understand, Rich. Thank you so much. Hello, Nore. I always forget how to say I'm doing well. I can say it in Spanish. Estoy bien. Good to see you. Bienvenue, Nore. Also, go watch her Valentine's video with the pink cupcakes. They look so delicious. Those two baked items that I recently made, the strawberry cupcakes for Valentine's Day and the espresso chocolate cake I made for my 6K subscriber, those are, I would say, like the two best things, like the two things I'm proudest of for 2025. Really, really happy. I try to like make them look somewhat professional. Like they don't have to be perfect, but I want the presentation to not look really shabby. And I'm really pleased with the look I was able to achieve with the cupcakes and the 6K cake. Delilah is from Bangladesh. Hello, Delilah. McDouble with a Sprites. Amazing. Andrew Karev, I made tostadas. I'm done making them. Hi, Isaac Torresias, I think. Hey, cute lady, what's up? Hi, FAF Duplessis. Eating tostadas. Autumn Michelle. OMG, what are you eating? It looks so yummy. I'm eating some black bean tostadas. So a toasted corn tortilla with black beans, lettuce, tomatoes, and guacamole on top. Merci, says Nore. Do you know if it's going to be a traditional wedding, white dress? I think so. I'm not for sure, certain, but I am guessing it is like white dress with the typical, like, I would say modern American wedding setup. So I will be surprised if it's not that, but I'm pretty sure that's what the wedding is going to be like. Let's see. Love yourself with the upside down E's. Love yourself. Thank you. Salam Konju says FB. Dennis Dalt with the hamburgers. Isaac Torresias. Cassidy, do we have any special brand collabs? Oh my gosh, Cassidy, I'm so excited. So, yes, I do have a brand collab that's coming up. It will be, I would guess I'll post it sometime by mid-May, like by May 15th. It's a jewelry collaboration. I am pumped. I'm so glad you asked this, Cassidy. So they reached out to me, the company reached out to me yesterday, and they were like, we'd like to collaborate with you. Here's the terms. Here's like, you know, the selection that you can pick from. And I could pick one thing from any of their jewelry, like earrings, bracelet, rings, or necklaces. I won't tell you what I went with, but I'm so excited. It's so pretty. And I told them I would get back to them today and let them know which one I want, like which piece of jewelry I want. I sent them a screenshot. Yeah, so I've got a fun one coming up and I cannot wait. This one I'm really excited about. All right, Messi is the best ever, says Brian. Hi, Wanagi. Great evening to you, Slim. It's been a while, says Doc Spencer. Are we literally twinning with the same name right now? Is your name Hannah? Do you believe in 100%? Yeah. Yabba dabba doo. I am a big believer in prenups. 100%. Yes. I will never budge on that. Bob's Red Mill. I want a Bob's. There's like, you've heard me say like certain thing, like this Starbucks, I would love to collaborate with Starbucks. Martha Stewart, like the Martha Stewart cooking collection. You guys, you saw me hand whipping the coconut cream on, was it Monday night and Sunday night, which was the fail. And I am holding out for my Cuisinart or KitchenAid stand mixer collab where I get to just get a collab and they send it to me versus having to go shopping for one and spending my own money. That is, I will stubbornly wait for that to happen. Brody Boy, I don't know if I remember you, if I'm being honest. Jeremy24, cheers from Canada. I do remember you. Mimi Patyaza, watching from South Africa. Very cool, Mimi. Rich set is the Canada and USA emojis. Love it. Cassie says, yay, I can't wait. I'm gonna guess and say it'll be earrings or necklace. Ooh. You guys, I was so excited picking out my piece today. I picked out like there were three that I was debating between. And I won't tell you, like I said, I won't tell you what kind of jewelry it is. But I think it's so pretty and it's really nice. So you guys will see that brand collab video, yeah, probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks, 3 weeks at the latest. Ask away if you have a question, of course. Just be respectful. Mo123 says Toronto. Win Cassidy. Brody, yes, ask away. I mean, just be respectful. Certain things I don't discuss, certain topics I don't discuss, but you can always ask if it's respectful. Yvonne says from Russia with love. I was figuring you were from Russia. Bud says munch and yum. Yeah, I am gonna try and finish this. There's one little piece I want to throw out. Finish at least one. Who did I miss? Do you study marketing? I did not study marketing in school, but I subscribe to tons of people who are either business owners or they're self-employed or they're in sales or something that's tied to like communications and marketing. No, but I've never formally studied it. Kevin just visited 10 lives and commented on a few and came back to Hannah, and Hannah's still on her first taco. Yes, because I've been chatting. I can't really chat and munch at the same time. I can sort of do both. Can you please share your skincare routine? Mimi, go to my channel. I have some vegan skincare unboxing videos. Salute, says Max Payne. Thank you. Brian says, I eat dal dumplings today. Aunt made it. Sounds great. Yum. Those knives would be such an awesome Christmas present. I know. I agree. I'm so proud of that knife set collab. Larry says, I'm sure you'll be beautiful whatever you wear. Thank you, Larry. I'm very, very excited about this piece. It's so pretty. Oh, I can't wait to get it. Ankit Shaya, hello. Coffee's asking, Hannah, what is your favorite food out of every food in the world that there is? Ethiopian food, hands down. Oh man, great question. Anthony Champagne, where's the coolest place you've visited? I've been to a lot of places. I would say the coolest place I've ever been, Berlin. I've said that before on here, like Berlin is hands down. It's like I feel like you can go places and it's like edgy and like punk and artsy and like whatever, and it's like kind of cringe. It feels like people like it's try hard and it's not genuine. But Berlin is legit. I mean, the city is massive. It is so steeped in history. And like the art scene is amazing, the nightclub scene is amazing. I mean, they have intentionally left up pieces of the Berlin Wall that separated the West Berlin from communist East Berlin. So like I've been there 5 times in my life, and just that city, they have a massive chocolate factory called Fassbender and Rauch, and it basically is like Willy Wonka chocolate factory, except you're in Berlin. I cannot like describe how cool Berlin is. I remember being there all those times and I was just like, I'm not cool enough for this city. Like, this city is so cool. So yeah, hands down, Berlin is the coolest place in the whole wide world. I'm so obsessed. Forever obsessed. Ocean American Bully UKC. Hello, hello. Brody Boy is from Australia. Achilles Garcia. Hannah, you lose already. Everyone done eat and you still on your first one. Doesn't bother me. No worries. Yvonne says, you look a lot like the young Pythia from The Matrix. I need to rewatch The Matrix. That's such a good movie. Slush VR 9. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hi, Biscuits. Girl or Girls is back. Berlin. 100% Berlin. You guys. It's so hard to describe. I can think of, it's like so many places in that city I've been to. And it's like, the phrase I would use to describe Berlin is intimidatingly cool, where you're walking around and you just like, you see, it's like not only the people and the way they dress and the way they look, but it's like the size of the city. It's almost, I feel like it's similar to going to New York City for the first time or the 5th time. And you're just like, dude, this place is endless. Like, it just feels like endless city, massive. It's a sea of millions of people. Yeah, it's like overwhelming, but also so fun. So yeah, I think I'll always say Berlin is the coolest city on planet Earth. I've never been to Australia, Brody boy. No, I've never come anywhere close to Australia. I've only been to like Western and Eastern Europe, and then, you know, Morocco on the western part of Africa, and then Azerbaijan, which is near like Turkey and Iran. I don't know Tyla, Mimi. Brantley Brown, hello. She also squeaked cookies in the movie? Coolest place I've been to is probably Padre Cocha in Peru. Never been to South America ever. Stoned Papa Smurf. I would love to though. Take My Breath Away by Berlin. Oh, Berlin. Oh my goodness. I need to go back so bad. Slush VR9, hello. Dinosaur, hello. Patel Gaming. So that's from the Top Gun soundtrack, Trina Larson. Were you able to visit Auschwitz while in Germany? Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately, sadly, there's a lot of concentration camps over there. I visited several, and I think I did, but I'm not 100% sure. Because the first time I went there was when I was 17 years old, and I'm now 31. So what, 14 years ago? I might have gone to Auschwitz on that first trip. But again, it's like we did so much that first trip, and I was so little compared to now, that I can't say for sure. Always wanted to go to Germany. You definitely should go to Germany, Anthony. I've lived there. I've been to, I studied abroad in the Black Forest in Freiburg. I lived in Munich for a year and taught English there. I went to Berlin for conferences and New Year's, and the South is beautiful, like by Switzerland, the Alps. In just the history, the geography, the hiking, the skiing, the food, the hospitality, the castles, Sleeping Beauty Castle. It's called Neuschwanstein. They call it the Sleeping Beauty Castle because that's what the Disney castle is based off of in Germany. It's just like this epic place with like the Grimm's fairy tales, like the brothers Grimm are from Germany. So there's like the Hansel and Gretel, Snow White, like fairy tale vibe going on. Just unreal place, truly. Hi, Robert Vasquez. Toronto has twice as many people as Berlin. Bit surprised by that. I am too. That does surprise me. I would think way more in Germany, or in Berlin, excuse me. Cassidy, what were you saying to coffee? I'm gonna say Mexican. I love, love, love the chips and salsa before the main course. Oh, I see. Coffee was asking you a question. Caption FF, hello. Best hot dog and pretzels from Germany, of course, of course. They're so well known for those. Two things, bratwurst and brezen. Can I tell you something sad? When my dogs passed away, I'm sorry to hear that. 1 year ago. I don't know, I'm Tonchas. Thank you, Caption FF. I am going to continue eating. Gotta eat this third tostada. What is this channel? Luke. I make mostly vegan and gluten-free food. I'm currently eating some tostadas for Cinco de Mayo. Ooh. Old money, says Anthro. Yes, Stone Papa Smurf, I ate schnitzel before being vegan. So the first trip I ever took to Germany in high school, I was not vegan yet, and I ate like everything there. All of the traditional German cuisines, none of which hardly at all are vegan. And I loved Wiener Schnitzel. It was amazing. Alien 9700. Brody Boy is back. Toronto is the 4th largest city in North America. Really? That's so surprising. German brats are the worst. That's good, Anthro. I like that. Everything is home cooking except for Starbucks because I love Starbucks. I am a fan. Jesse and Star says, yum. Joey, Jags 2023, hello. Brian is asking, Hannah, you eat when you're ready, okay? Or saying, Hannah, you eat when you're ready, okay? Don't tell anyone how to eat. The thing I'd miss most about America would be all the different food options, Chinese, Mexican, Italian, etc. You can definitely get that in the big cities in Germany. So when I was living in Germany as a vegan, I would eat Indian places, I'd go to Mexican places, I'd go to Turkish places, Middle Eastern places. So it's actually similar to the United States if you are in the major cities like Berlin, Hamburg, Frankfurt, Cologne, Munich, Augsburg. Yeah, I'm forgetting many more, but big cities, they have everything, but similar to the United States, the smaller the city, the less options you're gonna have, the less variety. Don't forget your Starbucks coffee before it gets cold. Okay, Hannah. Hi, Marez26. There's a German restaurant north of Boston I've been wanting to go to. The chef beat Bobby Flay with his schnitzel. Good job, dude. What are you eating that looks too healthy for me? It's actually really good, Mara Marquez. It's a crunchy tortilla with black beans, tomatoes, lettuce, and guacamole on the top. It's similar to a taco. It's just open and crunchy. Iona McConkey. I am vegan, so I don't eat any animal products, no meats, and also nothing that comes from an animal. So no milk products, no dairy, no eggs, no honey, no gelatin. I'm forgetting other stuff, but just plants, stuff that only comes from plants. Mexico City, New York, LA, then Toronto. Okay. Drex is back. Oh my goodness. I remember that comment. Auntie. Brian says, hello, coffee, my friend. Iona says, oh, Mara, oh, okay, a tostada. Yeah, they're super easy to make. Super, super easy. Anyone can make a tostada. It is a vegan tostada, CH. Yes. It's a corn tortilla with black beans, lettuce, tomatoes, and guacamole. Thank you. I think they look great too. I'm happy with how they turned out. Mimi, I am part African. My dad is from Ethiopia, and I have made lots of Ethiopian food in my life. Fish and shrimp off the menu. No fish and shrimp for me, Dale. I don't like ketchup really, Brian, because it usually has a ton of high fructose corn syrup or just regular sugar added to it, which I don't like. Yabba dabba do, the dumbos tonight make you appreciate mods. True, but it's like, I can also just visually skip over comments. It's more I think mods are more critical when there's like a high volume of chats coming in and so many of them are just spamming, trolling that make it really hard to see the other people's comments. So yeah, no, I feel like I have happily self-modded tonight. Mara, I decided to go vegan based on conversations I had with two really stellar classmates of mine that I knew were vegan in high school. And then I read a bunch of books, visited a lot of websites, watched documentaries, just really did a ton of research. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this I wanna stick to plants for health reasons. So that's the game plan for the rest of my life. And then number two, I just don't want to support animal product consumption with my own dollars. So I don't want to be buying products that are not vegan. Those are the two reasons. And I feel like you said, oh, if not, I've not always been vegan. No, I decided to go vegan when I was 18, which was 13 years ago. I'm 31 years old now. And the last time I had meat was actually, fun fact, I'm a distance runner and I've done 3 marathons. My very first marathon I did in 2019, and that specific training cycle, I had the most powerful craving for fish specifically. So I remember eating salmon and just regular tilapia, cod, whatever during that training cycle, like no other meat, just fish. And then once I finished my marathon, I never craved it again. So that's like the last time I had meat was in 2019. when I was training for my first marathon. But since then, I have had no craving for it. G Monstrino Games. Brian wants an Oreo cake. Mimi says, can I tell you a story? Yeah, Sam, I had someone earlier tonight say that I could be related to Steph Curry. Alvaro, I'm eating a tostada. Iona says, I'm hungry. Oh no, I'm getting like grime on my computer keyboard. Shoot. Hi, Stormcloud. Raider. Rojas, hello. I had tofu, rice, and veggies tonight. Nice, DSAR. You're so smart and sweet, Hannah. You get a trophy for being the best. Thanks. Hi, Shema Bakor. Brandon Dean. Hello, Brandon. How are you? Hi, MC. Great to see you. Have you ever had cactus? Yes, I love cactus tacos. You should do a triathlon sometime. Just jokes, LOL. I never really liked swimming. I took swimming lessons when I was a kid, so I can swim, I can tread water. I'm a decent swimmer. I just have never liked swimming. So that would not be fun. I would not enjoy training I would not enjoy swimming as training for a race. And I'm not the biggest fan of bike riding either. I like to do it for leisure, but not working out. But I've always been good at running, and it's very natural to me. So that's what I stick to when it comes to races. I like running. It's like, I know I'm like solid when it comes to running, but swimming, like thinking about swimming in a race environment and biking in a race environment, it's so unappealing. I would really not enjoy training. Oh my goodness, Rich, it is May 1st for you, and it's quickly gonna be May 1st for me. It's just about 11:30 p.m. So I got 30 minutes until May 1st. Incredible. Ooh, cactus with lime and salt. Yes, Mara Marquez. I tried cactus not too long ago for the first time. I was like, ooh, is this texture gonna creep me out? But it was so good. So good. Cassidy says, I've never had Arabic food. I'd love to try hummus one day. You have to. Oh my goodness. Cassidy, it's so good. MC is here, yay, says coffee. What about animal product makeup? I don't wear makeup, Dale. Soros money, water closet. Okay, don't know what that means. Brandon Dean. Raider Rojas says, I love cactus too. You go put the trophy on your fridge. Steph Curry plays here in the Bay Area for Golden State Warriors. Extremely humble man. Yeah, I have a lot of. I don't like basketball, but I really admire him. He seems like such an upstanding gentleman. Fools You 169 says it does sound like a lot, TBH though. I love quinoa, Anthony Champagne. I eat it almost every single day. Gianna Forever. Hello, Gianna. So good to see you here. Jeremy24 says, I just ate my first beef steak tomato with skip river salmon on rye bread and lettuce. Wow. That sounds incredible. Sean Diaz, no. I have not watched the newest episode, like episode 3 of The Last of Us. I'm going to watch it tomorrow night. It took you 2 hours to eat the last one. I know, Brian. I know. Hannah, did you forget me? I'm not remembering you, Brandon Dean. What aisle is cactus on at the grocery store? That's such a good question. I've never bought it for myself to cook with. I've only ever ordered it as a filling for tacos at Mexican restaurants. Sean, oh my goodness, Sean Diaz. Watching that scene, I think I like went into a minor depression for a couple days after watching last week's episode of The Last of Us, or episode 2. Like, watching that happen to Joel, I was devastated. I was like sick to my stomach, and I just felt like so physically shaken up and sad. It was so hard to watch. Ugh. Oh my goodness, I love that. Hearing about Steph Curry, MC. My whole family eats meat, and I kind of feel bad for the animals we eat. I kind of want to be vegan. I think all the animals deserve better. Yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you what you want to eat. I'm not pushy. I don't tell people how to eat. It's like very personal. I really scarred myself by watching some pretty graphic and horrific documentaries of factory farming, and they just show you everything that happens to the animal from beginning to end, and it's just like I'll never unsee those images. And I was like, yeah, I can do veganism. I love Indian food. Sampar Gaming. Yes, nopal. I never knew what it was until a friend told me. I live in Texas. We have a lot of Mexican food stores, says Raider Rojas. I'm gonna quickly change the temp in my place. It feels like it just got super toasty all of a sudden. Definitely heartbreaking. Oh, poor Joel. Poor Joel. Hello, Juan Romero. Okay, the GOAT in basketball is MJ and LeBron James. In football, it's Messi and Ronaldo. Always have 2 GOATs, not 1. I just ate a brownie, says Freak Out Tense. Coffee, you a guy, right? Nestor Morales, I do vegan and gluten-free food. So I would say it tends to be on the healthier side, but I also do desserts. So not everything is super, super healthy, but a lot of it is very wholesome. Trying to get the food bits off of here. Whoop. Have you ever tried Cajun food? I don't think I have, Anthony. I think I'm very overdue for Cajun food. Brandon says, yay, I just found a new homie then. That's a tasty looking sandwich, says Critical Rick. Brian, you're saying you're the GOAT of, what is it? The GOAT of Call of Duty. Let's see. The thing is, I really love cheese. Yes, I hear that a lot from people where they're like, I could go vegan, except I love cheese too much. And it's like, well, you can be vegetarian then. What about ice cream? Oh, there is so much dairy-free ice cream these days, so much vegan ice cream. If you go to Ben & Jerry's, they have, and most ice cream shops carry dairy-free ice cream. I also found out that the higher ups in the apartment complex keep multiple turkeys that get handed out by the team they keep for themselves when they're not supposed to. Oh no. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. I'm trying to eat healthier, went to a doctor's checkup and had high cholesterol. Okay. Are you the Rachel Ray at nighttime? I mean, I am a night owl. I'm super nocturnal and I love cooking. So I like the Rachel Ray at night description. Totally random. Hello. Do you ever hear back from brands if they liked your presentation of their products? Yes. What happens with the brand collaboration is you send them, like with this upcoming jewelry collaboration that I'm doing, Cassidy, I will record the video and they asked for me to send a draft to them for their review. And then they'll get back to me if they want like little edits or say this or that. And then they're like, yep, if you just make these changes, post it to your channel. And then I'll be like, okay, here's the link just to confirm it's posted. And then they'll be like, looks great, thank you so much. Really great working with you. So it's very like easy back and forth with the brands. So far, it's been easy. It's the way it looks for the team and how it can be implemented in order for the company and the community in general. I love the cherry earrings. Thank you, Top Tier Billionaire. Love the username. And also, these are, surprise, not cherries. They're actually jingle bells that I decided to wear post-Christmas because people liked them so much. Thank you, Brian Moses. Coffee, love the, I almost said Norman Reedus, but it's specifically Daryl Dixon emoji. Khalif254, hello. Is Rachel Ray even still on? I don't even know. It makes me sad to think that she's not MC, but honestly, I never see Rachel Ray around. I don't know what she's up to. Is that coffee at night? This is decaf coffee. So I like to switch over to decaf coffee once it's 12 o'clock noon because I don't want my sleep to be impacted. So good. Love it. First time I ever got a job, had to be a teacher for class. They told me they were doing a lot better. Have to be a part-time teacher. Excellent, Birdo Ben 50. Honestly, I don't really even like meat that much, and if there's dairy-free ice cream whenever I can, I might go vegan. Yeah, I mean, I will say this. It has never been easier to be vegan than it is in 2025 because the range of products that you can find at your grocery store and also the variety of items, or I should say the variety of dishes you can find on most restaurant menus, like even like classic diners or something, they'll usually have a black bean burger or something for the vegans and vegetarians to eat. So it is the best time to be vegan because the products just keep getting better and better and better. Because I think more and more people are choosing to go either vegetarian or vegan. When Hannah says Brandon Dean, thank you. Coffee says win Hannah always and forevermore. Is it Doug Tin? Hello. Hi, Sam F. So what's the vibe? We chat and we're cooking on live. First time here. I actually I already made the black bean tostadas. I think you might have seen me eating the last of one Top Tier Billionaire. Brandon Dean says, for real, coffee? All right. The first one was a bit of a joke, and I think I was right about the whole point of this tweet a little bit. The other two are pretty. I love them, and I think the second one's more than anything. Brandon, how did your day go today, my friend? Let's see. Iona says, really? Yay. Yeah. I mean, if you're thinking about it, like, I would say do your research, maybe plan some meals you could make for yourself where you're not like, oh my God, I'm scrambling, I decided I'm going vegan. Like, make it, if you decide to try it out, like make it an easier attempt for yourself where you've done some planning in advance, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna do plain spaghetti and red sauce that's just vegetarian on Monday, and then I'm gonna do black bean tacos on Tuesday, and then I'm gonna do some Indian veggie curry on Wednesday, and then I'm gonna do falafel with hummus and rice on Thursday. So like, just plan out a few days so that you're not like, oh my God, I have nothing to eat. What am I gonna do? It seems like a lot of vegans out there have different opinions about eating honey. What's your stance? So mine is easy, Anthony. I always hated honey as a kid, so I never even had to think about it when I switched because I didn't eat it anyways. I mean, technically it is an animal product, and in my head then I'm like, okay, then technically it is an animal product and you wouldn't eat it if you're vegan. Also, it's just like basically pure sugar. I try to stay away from I only really eat processed sugars and processed grain flours for dessert. I try to stay away from bread. I try to stay away from added sugars for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and only eat like syrupy, sweet, white sugar, white flour, any kind of flour really for dessert. So it's really high in sugar, so I'm happy to avoid it anyways as a vegan, even though I don't like it. Thank you, Ratatouille. Love the username. That's so cute. Let's see. So what made you become vegan? I was vegetarian 8 years. For me, it was just a challenge that became a lifestyle. The origin story of me going vegan is two really impressive classmates of mine in high school, really smart, really just about their business, really confident. It was like kind of interesting, especially in high school, because people are still kind of figuring things out, kind of awkward, don't really know who they are, but they were very much like, yep, like independently, they weren't friends with each other, but both of them were like, yeah, I'm vegan, I feel really strongly about this. And I was like, okay. So I talked to those two classmates of mine, and based on their recommendations, I read a ton of books, watched all these documentaries, magazines, just did so much research, and was like, yeah, I'm pretty convinced. I think this is a good idea. Like, this is a good game plan for like eating a clean diet. We'll see how it goes. So I decided to go vegan at the end of high school, sometime during the last year of high school. I was 18, and I loved it. So yeah, I stuck with it. Oh, thank you, Raider Rojas. Thank you so much for the sub. I have loved chatting with you. And for those of you here who are new, I've seen several people say I'm new. I go live 4 nights a week. My nights are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So today is Wednesday for me, and I'll be going live 2 nights from now on Friday night. That'll be the next night. Peanut butter syrup sandwiches, man, those were the stuff as a kid. Yes, Kendall Sizemore. I would have peanut butter, that sounds terrible, but I really think it was like Depression era type of sandwiches. Like the boomers were raised by like the Depression era people. And so my mom grew up eating peanut butter and sugar sandwiches because often in the old days, like fruit preserves were just too expensive to come by. So instead of fruit, like jam or jelly, they would just do peanut butter and sugar. So I would have peanut butter and sugar sandwiches. peanut butter and honey sandwiches. I didn't mind the honey with the peanut butter, but it's just the flavor of it wasn't my favorite. Peanut butter and jelly, of course. Peanut butter and Nutella. Peanut butter and banana. And then, what am I feel like there's another, sometimes just plain old peanut butter sandwiches if we didn't have any jelly or didn't feel like putting on a bunch of regular sugar. So yeah, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Most of the time they are vegan. If the one thing you need to check is just the sandwich bread. Some sandwich breads have some trace amounts of milk product in the ingredients list, but peanut butter is vegan and jelly is vegan. So as long as your bread is vegan, it's so nice. Like, that is one of the best things. I was so happy that I could still eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches once I went vegan, because I love them still to this day. They're so good. Iona says, okay, I gotta go to bed now. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Glad to find your channel. Okay, saw that one from Raider Rojas. Brian Culpepper, hello. I immediately think of Dante Culpepper from the Vikings. I'm from Minnesota, and I remember that name from my childhood. Hello, Brian. Oh, that's cute, man. Coffee. Wins for, let's see, wins all around it seems. Hi, Dominique Ridley. Wins in the chat for coffee. Yes. Jean Leger Alibaba. Hello. High school, you mind me asking how old you are? Curious. I'm 31, so I'm a 1993 baby. Went vegan when I was 18, which was in 2012. And now 13 years later, still vegan, love it. I really love it. It works well for me. I've seen plenty, like I follow actually this one creator who I recently found. He's a former vegan. Like, he really just did not like it. He felt like he was missing. He did not vibe with the diet. So I love it for myself. It works great, but also it's not for everyone. And that's, I mean, it makes sense. I don't think everyone should have the exact same diet. Anthony Champagne says, I gotta go, but keep up with the great work, Hannah. Your positivity is refreshing. Thank you, Anthony. Great chatting with you tonight. Thank you for all of the comments and questions. And I hope to see you at another live stream. Have a good night. Cassidy says, I'm so craving fresh strawberry pie covered with whipped cream. I know, I'm talking, like, once I started, it's crazy, but it's like Pavlov's dogs, where I was describing the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and my mouth, I could feel it start to water, because I would love to bite into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right now. Thomas Alter says, oh, Hannah. Reginald, everyone freaks out about protein, but the real issue is B12. Yes, Reginald Welkin, I cannot tell you how many, I get it. It's just some people don't know, and I think there's still a wide belief that you only can really get your big amount of protein from meats, whereas it's like, no, you can get it from beans, you can get it from tofu, you can get it from nutritional yeast, like there's so much stuff. But B12 is one you gotta watch for sure if you're vegan. And it's something I watch. Need some cheesecake? I want some cheesecake too. Hi, Joy Dip Gosh. Tammy Johnson, may I ask, are you motivational or motivational? I think you meant maybe multiracial or biracial, because I have multiracial daughters and you favor them. Yes, I am half white, half black. Yeah, biracial, white half, Euro mix. And black half is Ethiopian. Hi, Nick. Meant to say multiracial. Gotcha. Okay. Yep, I am biracial. Raider Rojas is from Dallas, Texas. Coffee Riz Hannah. I'm vegan also. I'm 17. From childhood, my whole family is vegan. Our ancestors were also. Interesting. Hannah, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? I've heard that pickup line before. Let's see. Mimi, have a wonderful day. It's nighttime for me, but if you're in South Africa, I'm pretty sure it's daytime for you. So have a good rest of your day. Have you seen Vikings in season 3? I tried watching Vikings. I do not like that era. I don't like the medieval period. That is not my period of history. It's too brutish. It's like it's so uncivilized and gross, and everyone looks dirty and sweaty. No, I don't like that era of history. Seen Dominion, like Jurassic Park Dominion? I just recently watched that. Hand signal. Wumps, hello. Hi Khalif 254. What happened to the pie? To the pie? I didn't make pie, Nishant Kumar, but good to see you, Nishant. Do you have a cookbook? I do not have a cookbook. People have asked me if I would make one. I'm not sure I would, but I haven't ruled it out, Mimi. We'll see. I have had some amazing vegan cheesecake. Oh, definitely. I mean, the thing is, I don't kid myself that when I'm eating something that's super processed and it's a vegan dessert, that automatically means it's a healthy dessert. No. Like vegan dessert, all the desserts you'll see on my channel, because I've made cookies, cupcakes, pies, cakes, crumbles, pie, like just everything. And it's still loaded with sugar, processed grains, which are really high glycemic index foods. So I really love dessert. I do have a sweet tooth. I love sweet things, but it's like I try to just limit my sugar and processed food intake to when I'm committing to a dessert. Because at that point I'm like, okay, just enjoy it. This is not a meal that's healthy. This is just for enjoyment. Let's see. Mr. Smith, hello. Chiropractor says, I have a question on a pickup line I used the other day. Oh, I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about pickup lines. They can be funny, but in real life, I think my first thought is whenever some guy in public will like walk up to me and say something like that, like a pickup line, the first thing I think is like, how many other women has he said this same line to? Like, I'm sure I'm not the first one he's tried this on. So it's like, I would say go for more like friendly conversation. Doesn't have to be a pickup line. I don't know. Feels a bit corny for these days. Hi, Joshua Trappa. It's 10:20 in the morning for you, Nishant. Oof, it is almost midnight for me. I gotta go, you guys, because I got an early wake up. But I have such a hard time getting off of these live streams because they're so fun. Let's see. Much love from Fiji. Oh, that's so cool, Drex, that you're from Fiji. I have always loved the Fiji flag. Let's see. Mimi says, please make one. Craziest thing I've eaten. I ate alligator at the Minnesota State Fair when I was a kid. I have a major sweet tooth, Mimi. Yes, I love sweets. I will freely admit that. I've never tried Tres Leches cake. Raider Rojas, you are the second person. I have it here in my notebook. I put Tres Leches right here in my notebook to try and make it vegan. I don't think I've ever had it in my life, and sorry, I'm gonna readjust my camera lighting. It got like kind of pink, but I definitely want to veganize Tres Leches cake. Yep, you can definitely make it vegan, Reginald. Wings or salad? Gotta go with wings, or, well, depends on the wings. Cauliflower wings, because I'm vegan, but maybe salad. Looking like your whiteboard idea is going to have a lot of frequently asked questions. Yup, true. Yabba dabba doo. Hi, Micah again. I love that you're interested in all kinds of subjects like people ask you about. something and you just get so interested and start talking about it. I love it. I love the variety of topics. I honestly, I don't like being pigeonholed. I don't want to be known for one thing. I get bored very easily if I'm just doing one thing over and over and over. So I like a variety of topics. I like getting questions. It's fun to see where the conversations go because I tend to stay on these live streams for at least 3 hours. So it's like from 1 hour to the next, it's different topics. Like at some point we were talking about the Gulf of America. I was like, I wonder if Google Maps changed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And sure enough, I pulled it up and took a screenshot because it does now say Gulf of America on Google Maps. So it's just like, we talk about everything on here and it's really fun. Brandon. Gain Shillis, hello. Yes, Brandon, that is correct, says Rich. Looks like someone is saying good night. Was it Brian? Shoot, where was it? No, it was Coffee. Good night, Coffee. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you on Friday. Reminder, everybody, I am going live on Friday this week, so 2 nights from now. Micah says, I'm glad I got on before your live stream ended. Yes, I'm gonna have to cut myself off because it is just, 4 minutes to midnight. I'm here in the central time zone. Yes, but I do have to go because I have a couple morning meetings tomorrow at work. Thank you, Cassidy. Yes, you guys, I am going on vacation. I'm flying to Maryland on Friday, 2 days from now. But I'm gonna go live from my hotel room on Friday night. So I will see you there. Let me get to all the other comments. Hope to see the white subscribe button soon. I know, I cringe that has not been there. So I'll try to figure that out. Rich, I'm really glad I realized that though. Coffee says goodnight to Cassidy. Hi, Monique Gonzalez. MC, I'm going to Maryland for my childhood bestie's wedding. Khalif, thank you so much. Glad to have you here. Wow, Jeff Miller has eaten a lot of things that I don't think I ever will. Pierre Michelet, hello. Cassidy, good night, Coffee. See you Friday night here again. Brandon says, yo, isn't it crazy? Every video of ours that we post on YouTube, it's never going to be removed ever in life until you delete it yourself. Even if you die, you're always going to be on the internet. I want it to be that way. That was one reason why I started YouTube. I want there to be, I call it a digital fossil. Like you're not physically in the ground like a fossil, but there will be a digital fossil of you, like a record of you, in high def video format forever, theoretically, like as long as the internet and YouTube are around. I like it. I'm happy that I have myself like archived on the internet so that future gens can actually see what I looked like at this age. I think it's cool. I listen to everything Mimi. Thank you, you two, Raider, Rojas. So glad to chat with you tonight. Jeff Miller says everywhere else calls it Gulf of Mexico. Oh goodness, so funny. Thank you very much. I'm okay. Looking forward to Friday. Blue 97 is 5 a.m. All right, Aiden Gonzalez. Okay, I gotta get going, y'all. The stream is soaring through the universe. Yes, far, far away. Okay, love it. Scarface. Reminder to everybody, I'll be going live again this Friday night at, it'll be Eastern time. Oh, shoot, you guys. What should I do? I'm trying to think what time zones you guys are in. 7. I think I'm gonna do 9 p.m. No, 8 p.m. Central Time. My usual one, it'll be 9 for me. And I'll probably have to keep it a little bit shorter. Central Time. This took some thinking. I was like, oh crap, it's gonna be a different time zone. 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. See you in 2 days. Woohoo! So, yes, Friday night. Let's chat some more. This is really fun. I see some new people in here, but I'm gonna wrap this up and say peace out. Hi Sam, goodbye. Thank you, Jeremy. Bye, Rich. Thank you again for your super thanks. I always get the terms mixed up, but thank you very much. And I will see everyone in 2 days on Friday night. So let's chat some more on Friday. Take care, everybody. Bye, Reginald. You're the last one I'm seeing. Take care, everybody.